Is that a T.O. jersey?
Chris Carson.
Oh, okay. I saw 81, so it's a lot of mesh.
Some of us can't go to American Girl and find outfits for ourselves.
You know what? I'd rather take that. I was expecting I'm gonna know about all the mesh.
She knows about the latex. Yo, what's up? Detroit is definitely in the building via headphones.
Hey, cut his mic off.
Hell no, I'm not cutting that mic off. That's where all the good shit comes
That might
from.
be the best cold open. I'm so proud of that one.
God damn it, it made me break the microphone.
Well, if you're not Joe Rogan, stop grabbing the damn mic.
Yeah, that's true.
When you adjust it here. This
you would think he would notice.
I'm like, you guys have only been in our studios for years now. Like this is not. It's not different down here. It's all the same shit.
Aren't we the only show?
We're the
down
best,
here.
We're the best sneaker show.
Oh hell no!
I
was just saying, in my mind, we are.
That's true.
In my mind, Dave, we are the only show down here. Like seriously, like I feel like you don't roll out of bed until you know it's time to record us.
About 6 o'clock, and then I come on down. You know,
and you don't open up the studio at all for the rest of the week.
I imagine that Dave has one of those hotel refrigerators stocked with like those little bottles that you see with the alcohol.
The little shot bottles.
Yes.
Nice.
Like a little bar next to his bed.
Nah, I think Dave just has an actual bar next to his bed.
It might be like the headboard.
See what I'm saying?
There he goes. What? He has like a liquor store under his table.
It's not even a full liquor store. It's just a whiskey store.
Oh no, I make sure that I have what I need.
You dibble and dabble.
I make sure I have what I need.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, this is the Sneaker Box podcast.
It is.
Sneaker Bar Detroit. Of course, I'm your host, the African Caesar, joined by what now? Oh.
Some partners
So far, so
just
good.
Won't die.
Man, I'm telling you.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be shouting out crap, huh?
Hey, like Freddy Krueger, right? Man, if that ever happens.
Freddy Krueger, they got those new Air Maxes they're leaking pictures of.
Cannot wait.
That's supposed to be like Freddy
loosely
Krueger?
inspired, but they're being cautious because the whole SB dunk a while back.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to catch a L on the sneakers app when those release. Because only people, honestly, I don't even know who's getting a pair at this point.
What, those 95s?
Just anybody on the sneakers app.
I got exclusive access to the U of M's today.
I saw that.
I was pissed. I wanted the MSUs.
What size did you get in the U of M's?
A 10.
How much? Let's talk off here.
Well, I don't support resale. After the last episode I was here.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Bullshit.
Dude,
Bullshit.
No, you're right. Everything.
Only minutes into the show, the bell goes on.
Right, Jesus, dude.
That's
come
bullshit.
on,
I don't
man.
believe it. You don't even believe that.
If you just, treat me with respect, and I'll consider the oop.
We already have distractions.
Already.
Hey, that one, because that's the one. I think that's the one. Is that the one in the white Jeep?
Down these windows. You stalking?
Man.
I made him a proposition. He doesn't even acknowledge it.
What would you say?
Treat me with respect.
I don't know if you
want
to use that word in the context of what just happened, but no, I mean
we got to bring slam dunk back.
Hey, look, if that's what I gotta do to get them dunks, guess I gotta sell my soul to the devil.
What you want to do? Okay.
Premier's probably going to be our best shot. They're having the raffle tomorrow at 1. It's for anyone. Well,
Man,
you guys aren't going to hear this anyways.
I never win anything through Premier.
Honestly,
no, tomorrow Premier's
more.
doing it differently. 1 p.m. both colorways. Michigan residents only.
Well, what about
I'm not
what
that
about 10-minute window?
What about Plus? I stay literally 5 minutes away from Plus.
So do I. And
we round the corner.
first of all, these aren't SBs.
Oh yeah, technically it's not an SB. You're
no,
right.
not technically. They're just dunks.
No. I'm saying like technically, if you tell the people that it's not an SB because they think everything.
Yeah,
is
people
SB.
they're not able to differentiate.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I just
even though previously they have released SB in the Michigan colors.
I'm not that sold
This
on
is,
them.
I think, the third time.
This is like the second time in 2 years, right?
I don't know about the MSU colorway, but the Michigan colorway, I think it's the third time recently, and the last time was sitting, clearance racks. No one cared.
I remembered that. So everybody's probably gonna lose their shit over this pair. All of a sudden.
I mean,
it amazes me.
That's
Like
the
it really
game.
does amaze me. Like those what shoes came out to those threes?
Oh, them fragments?
Man, those fragments was garbage. Listen, and I don't even okay. Let me not say garbage. They're basic as
the
fuck.
Orca colors.
You don't have you cannot say that they were garbage. They were garbage. I'll say it.
They were basic as fuck. Like honestly, like.
But did you read what's the guy that does Fragment? You know his name better.
I'm gonna butcher it, but Hiroshi Fujiwara.
Yeah.
I read his reasoning behind the shoe, and
They're simple yet bold.
Bullshit. It was it was definitely simple. There was nothing bold about that.
What was it? He said something about he always admired how the car sitting on the curb had the white walls. He said that was his inspiration behind it.
Speaking of inspiration, this is a better backstory.
I just want to end the show on that. Let's just walk out. Like.
The Instant Skate Shop, the Instant Skate Shop SB dunks they've got coming out. You've seen like the blue and gray with the dog on the heel.
Okay.
That's inspired by a bus in I think Japan that's it commonly has skateboarders riding for transportation. It's literally inspired by that bus. It's a pretty cool concept.
I pull a picture up. I can't see.
I feel like that's more of an inspirational idea than.
I will say this. Basic. Like basic.
It's also got like a little like a fancy triangular toe, almost like dress shoe accent on the top.
It just feels like they go in there with like Nike ID. It feels like Nike IDs with branding.
Another cool concept, Atlas.
If anybody gets what I'm saying, do people get what I'm saying? Like it just feels like they go in there and Nike's like, all right, here's Nike ID and insert logo here. And
I disagree. I think there's a lot more inspiration or storytelling in SB than any other Nike.
No. I'll give you that, but that's not a high bar to jump over. I feel like overall, all collaborations, for the most part, are just like, all right, well, like Travis Scott. Okay, I'm just gonna give you the same earth tones across all these shoes.
Don't get me started with that.
Off white. I'm gonna give you that same deconstructed
were a little
look.
different, but I didn't care for them as much.
No, they weren't a little different. They look just like that beat up Balenciaga shoe.
Do they look like every other?
Like that? It was a ripoff. If you want to be honest.
It was a hybrid.
It just feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like Nike has these designs. They don't know what to do with it. Like, and this is why I even said it on social media. Like, remember how they used Don C to roll out the 321s or the 312s?
Yeah. The legacies.
Yeah. But we all know that Don C had shit to do with it. But Jordan Brand,
they pushed that.
They didn't have faith in their own product, so they tried to insert Don C's name into it
Rightfully
to
so.
manufacture hype around it and all this other shit. And that's what I feel like these collaborations are. It feels like, all right, we got these trash-ass designs that we're not really sure of. So, hey, let's just call it a Travis Scott or something else and, put that out there in the market. That super basic.
Well, I like those.
You see what this is?
I think those are sweet.
Yo, so these high tops, there's a SB high top dunk collaboration with Atlas Skate Shop, and it's inspired by a big tanker in the 90s or 2000s or something, like sunk or they lost some boxes, and hundreds of Nike shoes were affected and washed up on shore and looked like this after they were all beat up. That's literally the inspiration in the colorway.
You know what? I take back what I just said.
Yeah, I probably didn't tell it too well, but something along the lines of,
But see, that ties back to what we always keep saying.
Storytelling.
See?
Once you told me that, then it's like, all right, that makes that dope because now I see what you were going after. Now I see the execution and the storytelling. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. That's what you was going for. You executed it. Fine.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But if you just put a shoe in front of me like that and it's like,
I still would have thought the shoe was sweet.
I don't know. I'm like,
the story.
I don't love it, but I respect, like he's saying, I respect the backstory.
I think that definitely
the story definitely sells it.
Yeah,
the story
sells
definitely
it for
sells it.
Yeah.
Now there are some shoes that I don't give a fuck what story. You can come up with the Bible and it's still not gonna sell that shoe. I.e. the Union Forest. I'm not buying that shoe regardless of story.
That was very blasphemous.
I got mine.
Call what you want
and,
to.
First of all, the black one.
That shoe was blasphemous.
The black.
When you
the
get
black
struck
one,
down by lightning, I'm gonna step over here.
Okay. Well,
the black one's
Shazam.
delayed, and the guava won't release again.
We'll say what?
The guava ice one, the lighter one, it's not re-releasing, and the black one got pushed back.
They both trash me.
Yeah,
like, honestly,
I'll say I like the darker one better.
Trying to find the cuter
also,
of the ugly twins is not really.
I disagree.
You already know how he feels about that.
Well, yeah,
He don't turn nothing down.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't reach the bell.
You want me to hit it for you?
Please.
Okay.
You're not getting dunks, bro.
Oh, God damn it!
You gotta laugh at all his jokes. You gotta agree with every
I think Neil from Sneakers Detroit might be a size 10, though. I'll see if he needs them.
He got plugs. He don't need them.
Who?
Neil.
Neil who?
Sneakers Detroit.
Shout out to him. We need to get him on the show. Too,
We
by the way.
do.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that.
Dude,
happen.
Corona just killed everything.
It really
so
did.
much shit we
He
could
got
have did this summer.
he got involved with me for a Corona relief program we had going on Discord and Twitter.
I know. Me and him were supposed to do some stuff too, and I just been so busy, so busy.
Yeah, taking trips.
Get out of here.
Sponsored trips.
No, see. No, it's because I hate even talking about it because
or being a sponsor.
The lies y'all tell. It's hard to talk about because it's like it's one of those things where I'm trying to keep a lot of things in the back pocket until
You got to move in silence, but it's hard when you're the host of the show.
it really is.
You can let
It really
Dunks
is.
host.
In my head, I'm Kenny Powers.
That's like the second time I was just like shocked to silence. What?
You guys watch Eastbound and Down ever with Kenny Powers?
I've seen a few episodes.
When he's on the sports show and completely just takes over,
I've never seen an episode, so yeah.
also that's pretty much what it is in my head.
Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. Shout out to you though.
Nah, but it's one of those. But this year particularly, with all the things that's been going on, I've been more focused on a lot of things, and it just seems like a lot of people in the Sikh community are like jockeying for attention, and it's funny because it's like I feel like I've got to the place where like I don't really care about it or I don't look for it, but yet it comes to my way anyway. So it's like the more I don't look for it, I still get it.
I mean, that was like a real humble flex. I just want you to know that.
Was it?
Yeah, it kind of.
I was really trying to be humble.
I know you, but
I was trying so hard.
But it was like you just like humble flex.
No, because it's like it's not because everybody's like, oh, I got this many followers, or I got this many downloads, but it's like it don't matter if you ain't getting it right in front of the right people. Like if I come out with a mixtape and I sell like 10,000 of them, right? But it doesn't.
Are you going to own the masters to it?
I mean,
Here we go with the Kanye conversation.
This is relevant and important.
No, I was gonna say when it comes to masters, you definitely want to own it. But here's my thing about ownership: if you own trash, nobody gives a fuck.
We have to talk about
What about
Kanye's
you having
mental health
ownership?
real quick.
No, we don't.
Why?
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 It's big news to me.
What that got to do with
Go ahead.
sneakers?
State your piece.
What's it have to do with sneakers?
He gonna make more trash.
He just made a comment about not being on the board for all these major companies, and he's a big player for Adidas.
That's his fault. He signed the contract. He just
He
re-signed
clearly
his
doesn't
contract.
care what his contract says.
He's-
He's
exactly.
tweeting out PDF documents.
Well, here's the thing. One, Kanye doesn't design.
He's a
this shit.
martyr who's changing
Who's
the landscape of multiple industries at once to benefit the artist.
What? First, okay. Okay. One, can we not do this whole thing where rich person complains about not having advantages that they gave up voluntarily, and I'm supposed to feel sorry for them? Two, speaking of Kanye in terms of being a designer, he ain't designing shit. It's actually a team. Once again, here it is where somebody has a team of people that actually do the design and they throw their name on it, and yet he gets credit for it. Three, he's out here talking about, oh, I can't wear Jordans. Motherfucker, you was the one talking about Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. Now you want to wear the competition? Four, Adidas is supposed to be happy that you saying this shit now? Five, you're sitting up here pissing on Grammys and shit.
Hey, there's
Talking
a,
about
there's,
how
there's
life
a
is
real
unfair.
funny.
I feel like you about to keep going to 10
Hey,
crack
I mean, I
commandments
could-
right
I
now.
could.
Like,
There's an amazing meme where it's Kanye pissing on a Grammy in one, then Drake drinking out of it in the next.
Oh, wow.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
That's nasty.
I got a kick out of it.
You
I'll
would,
retweet
yeah.
it.
As
Yeah, that
you
sounds
drink your lemonade too.
Yeah.
Drink that Kanye piss.
It's pretty much what it feels like.
How you know what it feels like?
I feel like I'm his only fan.
I'm playing with you.
You were on
No.
Kanye's OnlyFans.
I just, at this point, I am
I
done with
wish.
Kanye. I wish somebody would take his phone, and I wish he had real friends that were around him and say, yo, Kanye, you need to chill the fuck out.
All his
You need
real
to go see
friends
a
he pushed
therapist."
away. He pushed all of
I
them
guess.
away.
I don't know. But, all I see is a bunch of people, all his fans enabling him. Yeah, he's fighting for the man. No, he's fighting for himself.
Well, yeah,
don't
he's
give a
definitely
fuck
got a
about
lot
you.
to gain.
Kanye don't care about you.
I feel like you.
If you had a bad contract, you think Kanye going to come and fight for you? No.
I feel like you talking directly to Dunks on that one.
I'm looking dead. Oh, yeah, he's the embodiment. He's catching all this. Nah, but it's
I went to his church, whatever you call it,
See?
to his whenever he had the thing.
You
in
know, and
Sunday
anytime-
service, I go,
anytime
Sunday
somebody's struggling, they
service?
come out with
Yeah, I went to his
a
Sunday
church album.
service.
You notice that shit? R. Kelly was going through his shit. What he come out with? A church album?
Still went to jail.
Right. I mean, what? Because it was, yeah.
And got his ass beat.
Did he? Oh, yeah. He got beat up in jail. Man,
rough,
it's been
man.
rough 2020 for everybody around here.
I guess he might be going around being a Pied Piper while he in there now.
Shoot. Yeah, you definitely don't want that nickname in jail.
Or the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, like, man. But no, Kanye, he's beyond annoying to me because this is what happens when you give a person adulation for the most basic of things, even for things that they didn't necessarily do. And he's a great producer, right? Great, he makes great music. But even when he stopped making great music, people went out of their way. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes. People went out of their way to try to see an outfit that did not exist. You know what I'm saying? And people went out of their way to hear good music that did not exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I like what you did there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Did you peep it?
No.
You know what I'm saying? People are going out of their way to see good shoes that don't exist. All because.
Good music?
Oh, okay.
Jesus, I know.
Yeah.
Like Eminem bars is one of your head. But it's.
I think he would get Eminem bars.
No, he wouldn't.
He's white.
No. So just because you white, you just intrinsically just.
I think you just
able to.
You just able to absorb it.
Yeah, no.
Joe Budden bars.
But my point is.
Yeah, I think you would probably. Yeah.
But my point is.
Yeah.
Is that people are going out of their way to see things all because they want to believe in the emperor himself. And at some point, you got to realize, like, yo, this motherfucker's walking around naked. Please tell him to put clothes on.
Would you rather wear Kanye Gap or Travis Scott McDonald's merch?
I'd rather walk around buck booty ass naked than wear any of that shit.
Man, I would rather drown myself in my bathtub.
Damn, I ain't willing to go that far, but
that's what I would like do. Can we speak on that? I'm glad
I
you
got the
brought that
McDonald's hat.
The Travis Scott thing.
Are you gonna get
This-
the pillow?
No.
First of all, shout out to MC Hammer because I remember back when he had his deal with Taco Bell, people was calling him a sellout. So,
Well, hold on. He had a deal with Taco Bell? What was it called?
he was doing like he had an endorsement deal, like not an endorsement deal, but he had that type of deal with Taco Bell where like he did commercials with him and shit. It wasn't as advanced as I hate to even call this advanced, but.
Well, I mean, but
It didn't incorporate the things that Travis got. Like you didn't have to pull up and say MC Hammer sent me and some stupid shit like that.
That's what I was gonna say. Did he have a meal?
Hey, we need to watch.
Does Travis Scott have a meal? Like, nah, it's a basic ass
mean,
meal that they just now call.
They slapping his name and $6
Hey,
and
you
want
to
to
do it? You want to do a top 5 review video? This is that. There's hundreds of videos of people pulling up saying Travis Scott sent me and the reactions they get. We need to sit down and watch these.
I don't want to.
I don't want to see that shit. Honestly, I do not. I don't want to contribute one view to this bullshit.
We
this
should
has
do.
to be
We
the
should do a
most trite collaboration I've ever fucking heard of in my life. Nobody's getting anything out of it but McDonald's because I'm looking at. Like, people showed up to McDonald's.
They said they donating some of the money.
I don't give a fuck. That's what they always do. They donate money so they can window dress it as some type of
field trip to McDonald's. The group of us.
No, matter of fact, I purposely stayed away from McDonald's. I've eaten Wendy's, Burger King. Fucking, I had Sonic the other day. Nobody likes Sonic like
Travis
that.
Scott got you to skip your McDonald's?
Yes.
I couldn't tell.
Damn, that's terrible marketing.
Hey, slam, dunk. Can I get the dunks now?
I'm not even gonna do nothing.
All right,
I ain't even mad. I'm just gonna take my anger on your mothers tonight. But the point is McDonald's.
It's a cop right down there too, so
A cot?
A cop.
Oh, they said a cot. Like, I ain't about to fuck your mother in public. Here's the thing.
Thank God I'm not like Dunks, whose mom listens to the show.
Hey, Mom.
Jesus.
See you later.
She'll be helping me enter raffles tomorrow.
After.
The reality of it.
Yeah, after the night. But no, so here's the thing about
She
the
gonna
whole
be able to wait in
McDonald's.
line?
She better not enter size 15s.
I'm just
That's where I draw the line.
As long as she ain't got to walk. Look, point
Speaking
being.
of, Burn Rubber called off their first come first serve
We'll
tomorrow.
be some burnt rubber. What?
Everyone's doing their own specials for the Michigan Dunks, and Burn Rubber had like a big event planned out. But
I don't play fair.
demand was too high,
Wait,
so the
hold
event is
up.
shut down.
What the demand was too high for what now?
If it's gonna be some burn rubber, isn't that bad on your end?
I was hoping you weren't gonna think about it that deep. It sounded good. But no, go back to what you said. What did you say?
like stores in Michigan, like Burn Rubber, Premier, they're kind of like
Because
going all out.
you don't get wet like that, so that would have been one. But no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
They're
ahead.
kind of going all out for these Michigan dunks because
I got
it's
some
home
vinegar
base.
for you if you need it.
Sneakers.
No, sorry. But no, so the Michigan dunks.
Like Premier,
First of all, I'm definitely not going off the Spartan dunks. That's for sure.
Basic.
The Michigan.
I went to MSU for a long
Just
time.
because I'm just on. Well, I can see.
I
why
mean,
you
the
are,
only
but-
thing that I did like what Burn Rubber was doing, they was throwing them highlighter green laces. I was like, hey, look, that makes the shoe look good.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
no, that's
it's
like-
not even
that's a
about the
nice
basics.
little
I just
touch.
as a diehard Wolverines fan, I'm never gonna wear white and green like that. But even with that being said, about the Michigan shoe, I'm not that thrilled about it either. So you're not gonna catch me in line for either one of those. So yes, that's one less size 15 out there.
He says that now.
No, I'm not gonna want them.
Just wait.
I didn't want them when they first dropped.
You're gonna get gifted them.
I want to see everyone wearing dunks.
I almost wore a pair
The
today.
fuck? You seeing that now in the world? What you mean? That's all everybody's going for.
On my team.
Oh, okay. We all have dunk. We've been over this.
I believe you have
we
them.
still haven't done that episode.
Yeah, I
where
was
we all
gonna
wear
say,
dunks. We still got to do that.
Yeah, let's have a dunk special.
Pause.
Yeah.
You are special, but I'm not
We
gonna
do
lie.
around the holidays, like Thanksgiving or Christmas time.
Yeah, that's when we had a
Yeah.
dunk tank, right?
Oh, when
The coldest part of
day,
the
yeah.
year.
exactly. Yeah.
That's what we should do.
We gonna donate money to charity, dude. Like
Yes.
it'd be worth it.
You can't
right?
say no to that.
Yeah.
But going back to
As
this
long as I
Travis
can put it on
Scott,
my
going back to
resume.
this Travis Scott thing, and I know I already sound like the old guy.
You
shaking.
always do.
No, because it's like, no, like what part of this? Okay, like this is just a collaboration for the sake of having the collaboration.
It's lit.
It makes
Oh,
absolutely
man, you
no
know you
fucking
would do
sense at all. Like it's just like, oh, okay.
So who do you blame?
So am I supposed to want McDonald's more? Am I supposed to like Travis Scott's music more? Like what part of this?
So don't you blame
You know,
McDonald's for doing
reality is, I don't really like McDonald's food, and I don't really care
Nobody
too
really
much.
likes McDonald's.
And I don't care
it?
too
What the
much.
fuck you do like McDonald's food?
You know why people go to McDonald's? Because it's convenient. Because you ain't got to cook. You're in a rush. McDonald's is everywhere.
You don't like their chicken nuggets? The way you
No.
They're not Wendy's.
Wendy's chicken nuggets.
Hold up, time out. The way
Yep.
you used to hound down some McDonald's chicken nuggets before shows.
Like I said,
When you're
if
younger,
you're
quantity
hungry,
matters.
No.
When you're older, you
Here's the
appreciate
thing.
quality.
it's not even that. If you're hungry and there's nothing else to eat but a McDonald's, yes, you're going to wolf it down. Like I hate In-N-Out, but when we went to California for the first time, I hadn't eaten in like 12 hours. We had a 5-hour plane ride. Matter of fact, a connecting flight. So, of course, Jumpman was like, okay, let's go to In-N-Out and shit. I ate the food. Like he's like, oh, you ate it. Like, yeah, if you have to starve somebody in order for them to finish the meal, chances are your food ain't that good.
I mean, I just feel like the McDonald's argument is a very mute point because it's not like it's other fast food places that you can't go to.
No, like, cause like Burger King, like I would go out the way.
Burger King doesn't have
for-
Travis Scott meals.
I don't give it. That's exactly why I went. Burger King, I would go out the way for a nice Whopper. Like sometimes they'll throw too much mayo and all this other
You
shit.
were actually talking about that before the show.
Exactly.
You guys are talking about burgers before the show.
No, I'm just saying, like Burger King, I'll go out my way for a Whopper. Wendy's, I'll go out my way for their nuggets. Chick-fil-A, I'll go out my way for their waffle fries and the
Frozen
one sandwich.
lemonade.
I haven't had that yet. So
You haven't had the frozen lemonade?
I have not. Because I always get the sweet tea.
The Red Bull slushies at Sonic.
That's another thing. I'll go out my way for Sonic drinks.
I was
Their
gonna
food
say,
is trash.
They got the little good.
Yeah.
Any drink from Sonic is just on
Yeah.
point. The
And,
milkshakes.
And honestly, on some rare occasion, I go on my way for some White Castles. I have never went out the way for McDonald's.
yeah, when you want to just
Well, you don't have to. There's one every 30
That's my
feet.
point. McDonald's is located damn near on every corner and it's convenient. That's
There's
the
not one
only
over
reason.
there.
Huh?
it's a 4-way stop right there.
Oh,
Ain't
God
one
damn
over
it.
there.
Okay, nobody once again did not mean for you to take it literally. It was
You
meant to
said
be
every
rhetorical.
corner. It's not one over there either.
Jesus Christ. Point is, McDonald's has plenty of locations for you to go to. So when you're in a rush, when you are in a position of convenience, or when you're trying to find some food conveniently, and you don't feel like waiting 20 minutes for them to make it, and you don't feel like cooking it yourself, you're gonna stop at McDonald's, right?
Nope.
That's the reason why you stop.
I'll
Now
starve.
you might be the one person that loves McDonald's.
I'm a starve.
You
McDonald's is terrible, dude.
You know what you could? You could just go to McDonald's and just get like a side.
now I will say they fries.
Their Coke is
The
really
fries.
good. Like for what, like McDonald's Coke.
I don't drink that shit.
It's whatever.
Hey, you're the
Probably because it got
CEO
Coke.
of Pepsi.
Well, no, I'm convinced they sprinkle crack on.
Yeah, they something.
Like,
Huh?
something.
But no, they fries. Okay, McDonald's fries are cool. McDonald's fries are cool. They're better than Burger
They're
King.
consistent.
They got to be hot though.
Who eats cold fries?
No, I'm saying like they got to be the one. Like you got to tell them like, no, give me the ones you just made.
Dave's pro tip of the week:
People who wear fusions eat cold fries.
get yourself an air fryer.
Jump
Not
in.
for any of the dumb recipes that you're seeing online or any of that kind of crap.
Just
But
for
if
the
you-
fries?
But if you wind up with
Is your microphone on?
Huh?
Is your
Oh,
mic-
my mic is
You know, I'm sorry. You get your like get an air fryer and pop leftover fries in the air fryer for like 30 seconds, and they're better than fresh.
I might try that. Gotta go. To
I always
air
feel like
fryer
Dave
first.
drops some type of tidbit of knowledge on every episode.
He's the old white guy of the show. Come
Yeah,
on
that's
now,
true.
like he's got all of the knowledge.
But no, I hate to like elaborate on McDonald's and how good or bad the food is, but you know the fries are okay. Point being, the Travis Scott thing just seemed trite to me, and I was just kinda
Caesar
like,
burger
okay.
coming soon.
No, and that's another thing. Okay, so if you're gonna do a collaboration with McDonald's, right?
Hold on, time out. What would a Caesar burger consist of?
I
A
don't even
quarter
know.
pounder times 4.
Okay, we got jokes.
I legit wanted to know because like Travis Scott is what? It is a quarter pounder
With
with,
a Sprite
bacon
and
it's-
Sprite.
it's-
Well,
it's
but
Sprite
so I will say
and
this:
barbecue sauce.
my son is one of the pickiest eaters on the planet, and would only eat like if he got a hamburger, it had to be just lettuce and ketchup on it. If there was anything else on it, he would not eat it. That stupid thing came out, and he's wanted that like every day since like he did bacon and it's like it's a quarter pounder, bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, everything, and he snarfs it down. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not getting him one every day, but
I was about to ask a question.
yeah,
Dave.
no, but like he had one and he like just scarfed it down, and I was like, what?
He bought into the hype.
We need to all Zoom and eat these.
No,
Fuck no.
I refuse to. Point being though, if you're gonna, had he come out with like his own meal, like just adding bacon on a quarter pounder. First of all, I feel like they were already doing that anyway.
Well, yeah, because if you pull up to the window and you tell
you
them
can
that's
add
what
bacon,
you want,
so
yeah.
that's not nothing new. And that's what I'm saying. Like to act like vanilla ice in it again. Adding bacon to a sandwich that already exists is not creating a new sandwich.
You put lettuce on.
I mean, all he did with Jordan was turn the logo upside down.
Oh, he's the backward swoosh. Oh man, he's so creative,
yeah,
Travis Scott.
which they did that before by accident.
Oh, he's so yeah, I know, right? Travis Scott, you're so creative. You're such a designer.
He's a
Turn the swooshes
Kardashian.
backwards. Ooh man,
He's a what?
He's a Kardashian.
your creativity knows no bounds.
Yeah, he just got connections. That's all.
Your creativity is
Actually,
limitless.
that probably more so explains this deal with McDonald's.
Yeah, it just
Guaranteed
seems like
this
a
is
money grab
Kris
for both
Jenner.
sides, and
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm over it.
I'm curious to see who Burger King.
And then,
grabs.
can you imagine though? Like speaking of McDonald's and convenience, so they went to the
Probably get Sean Witherspoon.
one of the first McDonald's.
recycled burger?
They had Travis Scott go to one of the first McDonald's,
Yeah, I saw that.
and it was like a whole crowd. Can
Did
you
see him
imagine?
Did you see him throw the one box of Reese Puffs? Somebody gave him a box from the sign. He launched that bitch.
Oh, so he launched their box into the crowd, and somebody else got the box and his signature, ready to cash out on that shit. That shit is on StockX as we speak. No,
Doug's probably got it already.
can you imagine that happening to Dunks?
StockX already has.
That would have made the
PlayStation
trip
5s
worth it.
listed.
I would have went to Travis. If I would have known ahead of time that Travis Scott was gonna take your box, sign it, and then throw it into the crowd, I would show up for that shit.
That'd be hilarious.
That's better than
That
the
would
dunk
have been
tank.
great.
No,
yeah.
because had he not known,
Yeah.
the disappointment on his face would have been worth the entertainment alone.
Wait, hold up. No, I can't say this. No, that would be horrible.
The biggest letdown I ever
Yeah,
had.
You get the shoes.
I
The
got you.
biggest letdown I had regarding Travis Scott was I got 7 or 8 pairs of his blue Jordan 4s, didn't know who he was, and sold them all for like $100 profit when they're worth like $1,200.
No, you're an idiot.
That's the biggest Travis
Why would
Scott
you? Why would
letdown.
you publicly state that,
Yeah.
It was a while ago. I'm over it. You live
You know
and
you
learn.
about to get clowned in the comments.
man?
I'm
Actually, you should. That should be the name of the show.
Well, no, going back to the whole.
I'm saying like his first collab. I didn't know he was gonna blow up like this. I made $150 off each pair. Thought I did a good job.
Dude,
A
they
year
were-
later, they're all like $1,000. Cause shit wasn't always this escalated or inflated.
Yeah, but still. Like, people look at Scottie Pippen's contract. Like, even though he signed it before the NBA's pay scale went up, they still look at it as a bad contract, even though he signed it, previous to the influx of cash. So, despite the fact that you didn't know any better,
Always
in
want-
hindsight, it still
always
looks
hold
horrible.
collaborations.
So what?
Always hold collaborations. That's a lesson.
No, you always hold on to what you like.
That too.
for personals.
Sneak was listening to this right now, shaking their heads.
I just made a
disgusted.
post today that I'm in the market to buy cyber too. If anyone's listening,
Now, how much is that one?
it's going for about $6,000 for a computer software program.
What the fuck?
But on that note, there's a new bot called Dragon
I'm sorry,
AIO, Dragon All in One, and it's
if-
going for $15,000 to $20,000.
If this is what it's gonna come to, I'm done with
That's what I'm
sneakers.
saying. I'm good.
Like I'm out.
It's been like this
I'm
for
out.
years.
Nope,
It's people
I'm
are just
out.
now realizing how intense it is. A few years ago, you had
I'll
3,
be in
4
sketches
bots.
looking for a size 15.
There's over 30 now.
What?
A
30
few,
bots?
A few years ago, you had 3 to 5 commercial bots. And now there's over 30.
The
And
whole
it's just,
concept
it's
of
just Sneakle said it. It's whoever's got. At this point, it's not like you versus bots. It's bots versus better bots.
the whole concept of bots sounds so lame to me right now. First of all,
I mean-
$6,000. I could tell you 6,000 different things I would do other than buy a bot.
Imagine going to war before they had guns, right?
What?
Imagine having a war between.
Where are we going with this? I want to.
Because once the
Attila
technology,
the Hun,
once
like
once the technology comes
Alexander
out,
the Great.
are you going to give your army guns?
So here's the thing. You're acting like this is a war we gotta have. I don't have to fight this war. I don't need a gun or anything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all,
You can't fight fair if you want to win. Sneak will help you play fair, but as an
At the end-
individual,
at the end of the day, who cares? Like, you know what this is? Like, honestly, this is when you're in high school.
so
and
you about
got
to spend
that-
$6,000
the-
on a $200 shoe just so you can get it?
You got the nerdy kid in high
So you
school
gonna
that can't be fresh, but he gonna figure out and buy his way into being fresh. and
Yes,
getting all
that's
the
exactly
popularity.
what it is.
That's all it
That's
is.
why it's
no.
lame to me.
When I was growing up, Nike and SB, people hated it. Preps didn't like Nike SB because it was skateboarding, and skaters didn't like Nike SB
we're
because it
not
was a sellout
talking
of the
about you,
culture.
Dunks. We're not
Oh.
talking about you.
Well, I
Don't
take
get
it
offended.
personally.
Because I don't remember being this angry because when we would have to wait in line, right, when they would sell out. Yeah, you'll be upset, but like, okay, cool.
You made connections. You got to meet people.
Yeah.
You had a feeling of like, all right, I'm about
that's
to get the
one-
I
next
could
pair.
take that L, but
That's one part of it.
The nerd that sits at home and is like, I'm about to use my $19,000 bot.
But you got to realize people are doing both.
Doing
Like you
what?
got to have like an arsenal of tools.
No, man.
Nah, bro.
I'm sorry.
You are a tool.
I
If you're
refuse.
using a $19,000 bot or a $6,000 bot,
I'm sorry.
you-
Honestly, I refuse to believe the person that is a true, I guess you could say, somewhat authentic sneakerhead and lover of sneakers. They're not paying that much money for a bot.
Matter of fact, I would tell
19,000
this-
no,
You
5,000
can't
yes.
play. You can't play both sides.
to
of that.
anybody that
I mean, I know
bought,
hundreds of people in this
to
situation.
anybody that bought one of these bots, this is what I want you to do. Whatever shoe you just got using that bot, I want you to get that shoe, take the laces out, find a high beam in an attic
hit the bell
or a
Don't-
tree.
don't-
No,
find
no,
a sturdy
no,
tree in the backyard.
No, it's fucking mental health
Make a
awareness,
noose if you
suicide
don't know-
awareness month.
If you don't know how to make a noose, I'm pretty sure you can
That's on
YouTube
him.
how to make a
He
noose.
gonna
ring
get-
that fucking bell,
No,
man.
that's gonna be on
offensive
him.
Shit.
And
This
just
is worse,
hang
this is
yourself.
worse than the trans thing.
And it's just, no, it's not.
Hey, you can't tell people to hang themselves though.
Why?
Come on,
Why not?
people sensitive.
I'm not.
No, I'm not touching the bill.
Okay, cool.
Cool with me.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I know you did. It's okay, Dunks.
I guess the point of what I'm saying is it's not as simple as you sit home and press a computer button, and it's waiting in line is still part of the game too. Knowing people, networking, it's all part of the
Yeah, but the
pie graph.
but the problem is can't you admit like this taking the fun out of it?
No, it's just a different kind of fun. You
Depends on your
adapt.
definition of fun. If your definition of
I'd
fun is
rather-
getting the shoes, that's fun.
You know, I'd rather sit at home in my office instead of wait outside in line in the car. I camped at Plus for 12 hours in February once. It was miserable.
What?
I said I've camped outside for 12 hours in February Michigan weather. It's miserable.
Yeah, nobody's proud of that. Nobody's saying that nobody wants to camp out in front of a store. Like, honestly, I'm at the age now where I'm not doing that shit no more either.
Watch this transition. No one wants to camp out. StockX used to be campless. Luber's gone. Let's talk about that.
It's gonna be called Lubeless.
That's a good one. That's a slam dunk.
Yeah. Slam.
Dunk.
You really want those shoes, don't you?
I gotta get
You really want those shoes.
You're not
It is-
judging. You're not judging me.
It's
are you?
almost. I am. It's almost
God
sad to
damn it.
watch. It's embarrassing.
Hey, I'm not paying for a bot.
Really,
though.
it's like watching Ving Rhames wear that dress in that movie.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
It's
whoa.
like, dog, like
Whoa.
Ving, like how you go from baby boy to this?
No,
Oh,
come
boy.
on, man. No, I still stand at the stove butt ass naked making bacon.
I didn't need to know that. That was what? Like, why are we talking about that?
You said, man.
I try and bring up relevant sneaker news, but it comes to this.
Bacon,
You don't like-
bacon.
Okay, how about this?
You
Air
don't like
Max, the
bacon?
Air Max 90 Bacons.
Yeah, there you go.
I actually grew up not eating bacon. I had my first Baconator in college.
The conversation is centered around right. Like, thank you, Dave. If y'all can see Dave's face right now,
Like, were you raised by hippies? Like what?
Jews.
Oh, all right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now, enough said. Got you.
Yeah. So, but no, I'll have it now. I don't keep kosher. I'll eat lobster. But the point is, Air Max 90 Bacon. They're supposed to drop. They didn't.
oh,
drop.
they can't eat lobster.
I mean, in,
Oh, they missing
in
out
theory,
on
no
crab.
shellfish.
Yeah, no
Oh,
shellfish.
Actually,
man.
those 95s look more like bacons, in my opinion.
I
than
could
Freddy
not be
Krueger.
Jewish.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like kind of when you look at the color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But supposedly the Air Max 90 Bacons are still.
Yeah,
coming,
yeah, yo,
super
who's those?
delayed.
Some Air Maxes, some Blazers, and Air
for
Force
Earth
One.
Day or something.
That's coming out next week.
It's the gamer stuff.
The when does that come out?
I don't know. I'm
The
not.
gamer. I want them gamer Blazers though. Them
Where
gamer
Francis
Blazers.
at when you need him?
I know. Dunks is actually supposed to know this shit too.
Francis is across the street, literally.
though. He really is. I know. We should just tell him to bring his fat ass over here.
I'd order a Francis burger from McDonald's.
What would a friend like? I really like. What would a?
It would be
Francis burger-
similar to the Caesar burger.
No, I think a Francis burger would end up being a taco.
That is a racist.
That might not be okay.
That is racist.
Did you hear about the guy?
Hey,
in
I might leave a
Southwest?
negative comment on our show.
So you went Mexican taco. I went to Southwest Detroit. Did you hear about the guy that tried to jump the 4th Street drawbridge last
That
night?
was horrible.
Seriously?
I thought no, for real. Thought he was playing Dukes of Hazzard and jumped the drawbridge
Oh wait,
as it was
no.
opening.
I did see it last night because me and my girl, we were sitting down, we was watching it, and the guy's reaction on the news when he was like, "Oh no, he didn't." that
These
was
right
great.
here. I don't even know how to pronounce
Why
it.
they look like?
Rohan Wang?
Why they look
Am I
like
saying that
fly
right?
ease? Because it just look
What?
long.
What are you looking at?
The shoe just look long. It look like a long shoe.
I guess. I don't know. Am I saying it right? The Rohan Wang collection?
Francis isn't here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know he was our
Yeah. No, Dunks
hard
isn't,
word sayer.
Dunks isn't cultural enough.
No, he isn't.
I only have dual citizenship.
Yeah, that's it.
No, but I definitely want these Rohan Wangs. Does anybody like the KD13s?
Nope.
I mean, I probably haven't like a
I
Kevin
haven't
Durant
seen
since
not
what,
one
like
person
the,
wear a pair.
I think the last KD I actually liked was the KD 9s.
Because it just looks, I just, yeah. The Paul George is, oh my God, Paul George. Oh boy. Whew, Paul George. You talking about somebody's stock. Just,
His first sneaker with the PlayStation collab was all right.
Yeah, but then they beat a dead horse over and over
they
again.
did beat that dead horse over and over again to oblivion. But no, just Paul George stock alone. Like,
You know what's
if,
Thank
bad?
God-
if
Like,
Paul George was a sneaker brand, he'd be Under Armour.
you know it's the end when you
Thank
have a
God
Gatorade
Guru's not
collab.
here.
Oh man, that'd be the rest of the show.
Yeah, he called me like the next day.
That was probably the worst choke I've ever seen in my life. No, because the choke against the Rockets, the Clippers, by the way, like same team, same coach.
I said it before. I think Doc is overrated.
Yeah. How do you have the most chokes in NBA history? Like,
So would he be like the Jenna Jameson of
wow,
the NBA?
wow.
Bell.
Yeah.
Do we have another bell?
No, I only brought one down.
What? It was right there. I couldn't do it.
No.
Slam.
Nah.
Oh,
Not that.
It's like, no, I'm not even touching that one,
We'll just caption this one as Gino's best.
man. But I'm really not excited about
As long
anything
as
that's
I
coming out
still
this
get
week.
the
Actually, anybody getting this Kaepernick jersey, by the way?
no, it sold out. Dunks. How many did you?
Oh,
get?
it's sold out already? God damn it! I was okay. Fuck. They ain't gonna have my size though. It's gonna go to like a 2X.
I don't know that mesh jersey that you got. Like I said.
Shout out to Mitch on this. I'm not a big fan of these 13s. I'm not really.
The
crazy about
lucky, the fake Ray Allens. I wonder how JB feels about those. Them lucky green, cause it's.
those. He's probably gonna get them.
Well, of course he's gonna get them. No, actually, I take it back because didn't he say he really now he only goes for what he actually likes? Like he won't just get stuff just to get it anymore.
Doesn't that make him a hypebeast in some way? Then? The way you phrase that.
Well,
Did he? Okay, what did he say for better? Now I'm tempted to call him just to like.
Well,
get
technically,
clarity.
wouldn't you consider JB to be somewhat of a hype beast?
No.
Only because he owns.
What did I just walk into?
I know, right? Like,
Hey, look, I've
been
never
with-
seen his eyes open up.
yeah, they
so-
got huge. He was like, what?
We have something in common.
Who, you and JB?
Yeah.
Not Francis. Gina was making an argument that JB is a hype beast. I'm like, no.
I mean, I'm saying it in this sense.
I'm gonna get
Nate-
yelled at for sitting here silent.
Name
No.
name a
No, you're
Jordan.
not.
Name a Jordan that he basically didn't like. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Bel Air 5s.
Really?
Did he get him?
Did you see their Airbnb that house?
And I want to.
That would
It
be
was
the
like,
move.
wasn't it like $13.
If there's a sneaker
something?
con Bel Air coming up, I swear to God. How much is it going for?
It was, I forgot, but it was cheap.
It was
like
super cheap.
extremely cheap. I think
Yeah.
it's like a marketing tactic or something.
It's dirt cheap.
Like it didn't even make sense.
I'm scared to go in there.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like Kalahari, where everybody gets their tax returns and like want to stay there. That's why I never wanted to. That's why I never wanted to go. It's like,
It's a lot of dirty water
yeah,
in my mind.
yeah. So straight. Oh, shout out to my brother, by the way. He had his first child, a baby girl.
So your uncle sees?
Yep. I've been an uncle for a while now, but yeah, this is one more to it. But no, these Lucky Green 13.
I feel like that would be the name of the burger joint.
Oh man, those
Uncle C's.
the Beyonce superstars. Those platform superstars. You ever seen them? Bruh.
I mean, it's a platform shoe. Why am I looking at it?
Bruh. These
Because we're the
have
host of
to
the
be-
hottest sneaker show of the year.
Let me see.
No, remember we're journalists.
Yes,
Investigative.
investigative journalist. Shout out to Babs. by
I'm
the
just
way.
glad to be a public relations practitioner, however I choose to.
Oh, you so.
Shout out to Babs. I love you, Babs. Get better. Get well. Let me see. Is there a picture? Okay. They're going for stock. They're going for 300 on StockX already, by the way.
You said it's Beyonce though, right? It's a Beyonce.
Yeah, so it gotta sell because Beyonce's name on it, which goes to my argument
Oh
about
shit,
collapse.
I did see that. Oh, that's awful.
So it has like a pointy toe. First of all, the platform is like a superstar stepping on top of another smaller superstar. That's how the platform looks.
that sounds like
It's
the
like
record
the it's
industry.
like the Dunk Disrupt.
Yeah.
The new
What?
women's dunk silhouette they dropped, the Dunk Disrupt. It
Pull 'em
literally
up.
looks like a dunk stepping on a dunk.
Yes, I probably don't like those either.
So when you step on.
And
your
but
own
then
feet.
this one has a pointy toe,
So when you step on your own feet.
Yes.
and there's really not nothing to it. I think they have Beyonce on the tongue or some shit. I just.
The shoe is trash.
It's basically said like, dog, like these collaborations are so fucking basic. Or they trash like this, where they just come up with some weird ass concept and think it's gonna fly because it has Beyonce's name attached to it.
Isn't it flying though?
Is it?
I mean, apparently you said it's already $300 on StockX.
I mean, that's pre-sales and shit. Those are horrible too.
yeah, no.
Horrible. No, it's just like, dude. And what was it? The Prada? Is that what Prada did the collab with Adidas?
Yeah, I think they recently did.
And all they did was put Prada on the shoe.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that
at least
that
with
was-
Dior,
that
they
was
gave you a
trash.
lace swoosh, which is basic too. But
They gave you a dust bag.
oh shit, man, sign me up for $2,000.
You gotta have that dust bag.
What was it? $2,000 at retail?
When's the last time you got a shoe with a dust bag?
The Alpha
The
Fly
Wing
Next.
12s.
They don't make them. They don't make a lot of them like that.
The Soulfly seven.
I
The
like
Soulfly
the dust bag is
17s.
hot. Come on
The
now.
Soulfly 17s came with a nice
Yes,
one.
they did.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
Dust bags sets
The
everything
Lenine
off.
Way of Way 7s.
You know what else came? With Warren Lotus. There was a lot of controversy with him and his knockoff dunks. Those all came with bags.
Yo, speaking of knockoffs, I've seen a lot of people making knockoff Jordan 1s. It was that this most recent guy, the Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, I seen those.
I know
I thought they
there's-
were Bapes.
There's a few of them. There's a Thunderbolt, and then there's a Bone, and then there's like a gun almost in place of a swoosh.
Yeah.
And one of them's called. I think the gun one's Fugazi, and they're the profitable business. Because I mean, they're not
okay. So
marketing
you know
as
why I
such.
hate those though? Because it's pretentious. Because it's like this idea that, oh, I changed the swoosh into a Thunderbolt or a Bone. I'm a designer now. No. You're basic as fuck too.
I mean, Warren Lotus just
Now-
made it the face of Jason.
Now, what I will say for people like Minute Maid Poppy, they don't fake the funk. Like, yo, I'm gonna make the Jordan 1s that I wish they would make. His bespoke whatever.
Let me ask you this then. What about that customizer? I think it's Sia Collective.
Yeah, I love him.
Well, his new skate shoe, I think it's great, but the swoosh is basically like a dead vulture's head if
Yeah.
you look at it closely.
Right. But there's other elements that are different. He's not just saying, okay, I'm just gonna change the swoosh and now I'm a designer.
He's got the Chucky ones coming out soon.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just talked to him yesterday.
Yeah, those Chucky ones on Halloween.
Yeah.
They're gonna be dope.
And so, I mean, now that's a designer because he actually designs shoes. A lot of these other people, like from what he was telling me, now I'm getting this information from D and I trust him. He was saying that a lot of these other people, the reason they only change the swoosh is because they can't change other parts of the shoe because they're getting the shoes manufactured through a replica factory
Yeah, no, he's got
where they have the
different-
molds. And so the only thing they're able to change is the swoosh. And so that's why they're
He's got
coming out.
different silhouettes, but the model I was looking at, it's got like dunk vibes, but with like Velcro
Oh,
Yeah.
with the
covering.
straps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty unique.
I mean, I still like the sock looking one though.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
I like all them shoes.
No, I think the sock one is just like it's dope, especially like with the lacing system on it too.
Mhm.
Like
But no, it's
pretty creative.
I mean,
And even that one's pretty creative as well. Like, it's,
But
it's
I
just-
keep
it's
telling
different.
this. I kept telling the brands like y'all going like you see more and more of these sprouting up where people are like, I'm gonna make my own Air Jordan 1, and I'm telling them like, yo, like, because remember there used to be a time where that wasn't okay, where that was taboo,
Yeah.
where it was considered a fake, and now people are kind of like, well, fuck it, I couldn't get the Chicago ones, so I'm gonna get these Chicago Thunderbolts.
I mean, Chinatown Market, their whole marketing gimmick is bootleg.
Oh, that's just
So it's just like,
Well, they're playing off of something. This is something like.
well,
they're
no, I'm saying
actually
it's
doing it.
different, but like, I feel like in today's society, it's like this shit wouldn't have been okay 10 years ago. It's just like become more lenient over time.
No, I definitely think it's become more and more okay, but I think a lot of that has to do with the brands not giving the people what they want. When you limit product and create demand, people are going to still want that product. Now, whether or not they get it from you or somewhere else, that's the question. So if you couldn't get the Travis Scott 6s or 4s through Nike, and yet you can get something similar or close to it, then a lot of people are going to be like, well, fuck it.
Well, I mean, plus on top of that, we said before, is just when you consider fakes that get passed through GOAT and StockX and how
fakes
how
have
good
stepped
they
their game
look
up,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, so you think
The
people are
sad-
more comfortable.
Ain't nobody about to
wearing
do no quality check or no fake check.
The sad reality
On the
is,
street?
I know a lot of people who are anti-fake. I would never wear fake, right?
Yeah.
But then recently there's those 7-Eleven SB dunks that never dropped.
it. Oh, and people
and-
going crazy for that.
And I know a few kids who, I don't know their age, but I know a few people who knowingly bought fakes that were anti before. Like, there's no other way I could own it. And then with the Dior's,
Yeah.
you saw it happen at like an
Oh,
alarming rate.
dude.
Like,
Oh, boy.
people who were extremely anti-fake, publicly anti-fake, like, well, fuck it, these are Dior's. Like, they're not. You just can't cope with not being able to touch them.
It's no longer taboo as it used to be.
And I feel like the Dior was like the push and like it's okay now.
No, I thought it was before that, but that might have been a harder push.
Yeah, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
But that's what I've been telling the brands, like, y'all creating your own worst enemy because y'all out here, because in their minds, when they create hype, they create that demand that creates some type of, it creates some type of added value to their product or to their brand because people are killing themselves for this particular pair of shoes, and so that becomes a reflection of their brand. People want their products. And so that's why you see a lot more collaborations and a lot more limited products. I'm like, the more you do that, one, the more people get jaded because after a while they're gonna get tired of getting L's.
One note while it's on my mind is if you're gonna pay resale for an extremely limited shoe like this, like if you've already made the decision you don't care, you want to spend big money on a limited shoe, do it as soon as possible because the longer you wait, the better the fakes will get. And they have version 1, version 2, version 3, and
Yeah.
it's a sad reality. But if you're gonna spend $15,000 on a shoe, don't wait 6 months because
Whoa, 15,000.
Right.
well I don't know, I'm using the Dior's as like a rough example. I don't know what they're
Okay.
going for, but
I mean, are they going for
I was
15,000?
just say, somebody that spent $15,000 on.
I mean when they first came out there was crazy prices. I'm sure.
Well, yeah,
it's
the
gone
price
down.
it always spikes up
Like
and then
22 or something like
it
that.
settles down and then it might go back up depending on.
Well, you've got it goes down at first because you have panic sellers who need to make that money back.
Well, yeah. which is what I try to take advantage of. But like even like this year, you've seen so many people take so many L's on the sneakers that at some point people are gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't even care. Like they're not gonna bother on Saturday mornings.
I have 200 Nike
Or-
accounts. Only
right-
one got
right
access
here.
today.
Or-
I don't care anymore.
Or what's gonna happen is, like for example, those Oregon 5s. Like I went for them, I didn't get them. Usually I'm like, all right, you know, I'm up
They're
for
so
checking.
trash.
Okay, I'm checking.
Really?
I don't like them.
Well, I mean,
I thought they were decent.
that if anything makes me want them even more. But here's the thing: when I miss out on the sneakers app, I'm looking around trying to see what other channels I can find this particular pair of shoes. I didn't even give a fuck. I was just like, you know what? I ain't need them. I've never in the history of my life was like, yeah, well, I guess I just need them. The universe is telling me something.
We should use this platform more often. And while we're at it, I need a size 11 Dormon dunk. That blue and white one that came out with the red swoosh the other week.
First of all,
If
you're not the
anyone's
first person to do that because I've done that plenty of times.
Right.
I'm like,
Two.
while we're at it, if you got a
No,
size
go
11,
ahead.
I mean,
hit me
shout
up.
it out.
You
like,
forgot Serena was trying to get champion shoes.
What is she? A size? I forgot her size. It's been too long.
This is like size.
What is she up to by now? Anyway.
Last I talked to her, she had like a book thing going on. So she's
Wow, that was a while. That was before she left.
she's making moves. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I had that conversation. Yeah. Shout out to her on whatever she's doing.
I'm waiting on my food.
What food?
She said she would give me some food.
Are you serious?
I'll get food with you.
No. God damn it.
You're supposed to say yes.
I know, but I want to say no.
Oh my god.
We could get the McDonald's Trav burgers. It'll be quick.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
It's not even sit down.
see what happens. You know, you put yourself in a corner to get them shoes.
I don't
Now
think
you
I
have
want them
to.
that much anymore now.
You-
If I got to do that,
You gotta eat a Trav burger with
But-
me.
pause.
But yeah, I don't even.
There's no way to misinterpret that.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a couple different ways.
And then you guys are questioning yourselves if you're questioning that interpretation.
No,
I just questioned the interpreter.
I like what you did there. Let's get to some actual stories though. We beat around the bush enough.
Yeah, let's get into our investigative journalism.
Yeah. What's going on in the world of sneakers today? I guess Under Armour is actually there's some positive news on Under Armour. The focus on women is paying dividends, and
What, in the office?
I don't know
No, I'm ready when they are. Let's go.
what.
Can we get that trip going?
Okay, there's a quote. So there's an article in Forbes, and there's a quote, and I'm literally, this is literally the paragraph. Like many companies before it, and at the time, Under Armour fell victim to the shrink it and pink it marketing strategy in an effort to appeal to female customers. Shrink it and pink it.
Oh, well, I guess I get it now.
Is it? But it just sounds.
I hope that was
It
the
has a
headline.
connotation to it.
Oh, man.
And so no, but basically they're starting to, but I get the strategy because they are correct, and this is what you heard from a lot of the female sneakerheads was brands just thought, okay, just make a pink shoe, and that was enough to appeal to women, as if women didn't like other colors too.
You can give
And
them
this is
yellow.
why, once again, Rihanna and Fenty, like, because they was coming out with the burgundy and gold, and
Oh, that was dope.
you know they were coming out with color waves that weren't necessarily easy tropes that a lot of brands would fall victim to.
That's a big word.
What, tropes?
Well, an unused word in the English language.
Tropes?
Yeah.
I feel like they use the word trope, but more like in when they talk about like movies.
That's different, though. I like that.
Yeah. But no, like even Under Armour, they coming out with like a female basketball shoe.
Oh, God. How bad is this one going to be?
Well, it's the Hover, HOVR.
I was going to say, is it going to look like the Joel Embiid?
Actually, it looks better. I'll be honest. I mean,
Wow.
which is not saying a lot.
Maybe that's the shoe that
I
they
don't
was
want to give
gonna-
anybody any false pretenses as far as how dope this shoe is or isn't.
Maybe that's the shoe they was going to have I feel like now I'm about to get shamed like how Andre Iguodala got shamed for not remembering a female basketball player's name. The young lady from Oregon that got drafted number 1. Remember we did the story. You did the story that the bidding war. Was it
man.
Brianna? Brianna Kanasu, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the shoe that Under Armour was planning for.
I mean, looking at them, I'm not really that impressed. But,
It's Under Armour. Come on now.
I know. But Under Armour's seen an increase in sales on this women's side despite the coronavirus pandemic. Online dollar sales of Under Armour's women's activewear apparel rose by 77% in the United States. So, but here's the thing about that too, because I feel like a lot of people fall victim to that number. Like they'll see 77%, or they grew 7, and that sounds good until you consider that when you're doing so shitty, any progress is going to set.
It's major.
It's going to be kind of inflated because of where you were.
Well, and here's the other part too: is a lot of the companies were cash strapped. Maybe not necessarily cash strapped, but the coronavirus pandemic basically forced a lot of companies to put a lot of product on sale that they couldn't sell for the season.
Yeah.
So who knows, especially with the athleisure thing kind of like being a big thing for women right now.
Yeah.
How much of that product was on sale that they just blew through? I mean, that a sales increase is a sales increase.
Like if I sell one shoe today and I sell 2 shoes tomorrow, like I've increased my profits by 200%.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah. But I only sold one more shoe than the other one. So I mean, that's why I'm always like, okay, like that's why when you notice people are using percentages sometimes, that's because they're trying to mask the actual numbers.
The actual dollar amount. Yeah, for sure.
It's like 77%, okay, but of what? You know what I'm saying? 77% of X amount of pairs of shoes, you know, depending on the quantity, you know, because 50% of 4 pairs of shoes is 2, 50% of 100 million or a million shoes is 500,000. You know what I'm saying? So there's a huge gap between 4 pairs of shoes and, you know, 500,000. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I wish I had actual numbers.
Well, it's Under Armour. You never will.
That's true. At least I don't trust it. I don't trust.
You shouldn't trust
not coming
it.
from
Is
Under
that coming
Armour.
from them?
Right. Like
that's why.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why that 77% is so high.
Exactly. Like I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna throw these numbers out, and then like 2 years from now, I'll be like, oh yeah, remember those numbers we was talking about 2 years ago? It was fake.
Under Armour still want to come out to a party though.
Women are driving Under Armour's e-commerce growth even before the pandemic, with sales of women's apparel up 214%. See, this is what I'm talking about. On the company's website at the end of quarter 1 of 2020, online sales of full-priced girls' items are up 46% to date as well. Once again, I don't trust Under Armour giving me their numbers.
I mean, but again, like you said, if you base it off of what you did previous year, and if you did shitty last year, it's still a gain.
Right.
So.
Oh, but here's the thing. But while women's apparel sales were up,
they set the bar so low they can show room for most improvement.
You
know who that's a quote from? Razor Ramon, coming in and out of rehab.
There you go. While women's apparel sales were up for Under Armour,
Slam
dunk.
The company reported revenue was down 23% to $930 million, with approximately 15 percentage points related to COVID-19 pandemic impacts in the quarter. Revenue was down 41% to $708 million in quarter 2. Under Armour announced on September 8th it will lay off approximately 600 employees from its global workforce as a part of cost-cutting measures as a result of the pandemic. So
yeah, but hey, the women's sales was up 77%.
Yeah,
600 people got to lose their job.
Yeah, but see this. But
I
going
guess
back,
probably with Under Armour, it's probably a lot of ugly females that lost their job.
but see
how they get down.
See, this is where like
what?
This is where like I have to kind of look at Under Armour skeptically, because back in 2013, Under Armour recorded $2.3 billion in sales, though only $500 million came from women's apparel. Kevin Plank, the CEO at the time, wanted to change that, so Under Armour made its first major push on the women's side with the viral video campaign, "I Will What I Want." What? I will what I want.
I feel like you're missing
That's
another verb somewhere in there.
I feel like they're missing another verb. I read what they fucking wrote.
It sounds like Trump's wife trying to give a speech.
Yeah, good one.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, slam.
Yes,
Dunk.
Yes. Shout out to Dunks. Yeah. I Will What I Want was Under Armour's most expensive global women's marketing campaign to date, featuring women's soccer star Kelly O'Hara, American ballet theater soloist Misty Copeland, and Vaughn. I guess just one name. Okay.
Lindsey Vaughn?
No, just Vaughn.
Miller?
The campaign produced 5 billion media impressions across the globe and 35 million in earned media, which resulted in a 28% increase in women's sales and a 42% increase in traffic to UA.com. And then we all know what happened after that. So this is why I do not trust them. Either I don't trust the numbers they're giving me, or I do not trust the leadership to sustain whatever positive momentum they are able to muster up. And shout out to my man Chris Burns. Me and him debate this all the time. His whole argument is, well, Nike and Reebok at this stage of the game were struggling too. Yes, I agree. But just because Nike and Reebok were struggling the same way doesn't mean that they're going to have the same outcomes. Because, once again, Nike, lucky enough to get a Michael Jordan. Reebok, lucky enough to get Allen Iverson at some point. So there's a lot of things, there are a lot of variables in those situations, including luck, that you can't necessarily say this is going to be case by case. Like, it's not going to be an exact example. Like, Under Armour is going to pull through because Nike pulled through. Well, Nike had different leadership. They had different people in those roles. Like I said, they got lucky.
The mind space and consumer's head that Nike possesses is greater than anything Under Armour can create.
Well, to that I will say this, though.
Like the
You could have said the
loyalty to
same
Nike.
thing. You could have said the same thing about Adidas back in the early 80s.
True.
So I will say that to that point. However, I do think things are different now. I think it's more exaggerated, but I will say
I feel like Nike, maybe this is just like my interpretation in my head, but I feel like Nike reaches an athlete of any sort, where like Under Armour is more like specified.
I would agree with you on that to a certain extent. I guess my point is that anybody that's trying to make the argument that Under Armour has a chance because Nike and Reebok were able to overcome those same obstacles, you have to factor in other variables. I do not trust Under Armour's leadership at all.
I mean, the main thing that they need that all the other brands figured out, and is not trying to even bring a whole race thing in, but they got to figure out a way to get to the black dollar. Like, honestly, like,
they really haven't figured that out.
Because exactly what you said with Nike and Nike, Adidas, Reebok. Nike, Michael Jordan. Reebok, I mean, we could go through a list of the 90s with Shawn Kemp, Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson.
Even with Adidas, they were able to tap into the music. You look at the early 80s, almost every rapper was wearing the Adidas tracksuits.
Yeah.
Superstars,
I mean,
top tens.
At no point has Under Armour been able to basically tap into that market. They tried with Steph Curry, but I just feel like, and there's no offense to Steph Curry, but that's the black guy that they want to see. That's not them going out and going getting Allen Iverson.
But they did him no favors, though.
That's true as well. What?
They got The Rock.
That's not. Who's
Just
when the last
throwing
time
that
you
out
heard
there.
somebody say, "Man, I gotta get them rock joints"?
That's true.
Whatever happened to the TV show Rock? That was my shit.
Really?
What do you mean?
I'm the only one that liked that show. I found it hilarious that he was a garbage man and they had a nice house. I'm like, dog, come on.
that's
now.
every TV
a garbage
show.
man can make upwards of like $65,000 a year.
Yeah, but his house is way nicer than
I
he
was-
could
and they
afford.
lived in Chicago.
Yeah,
So
ain't no way.
it's like-
Ain't no way, homie. 2-bedroom apartment, maybe.
Right. They had like a
Yeah,
brownstone. like-
Martin had a radio show in Detroit, and he's living in, some
He was living at
an
the
apartment.
riverfront.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
apartment.
Yeah.
If you got a radio show in Detroit, you can afford a house.
Not this one.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up.
I can't even say the slam on that.
That was fucked up.
That was. It was funny, but that was fucked up. That was good timing, though. I give you that one.
That was fucked up. But no.
Yes, he
Remember, Razor Ramon said if we set the bar low enough.
I guess he's not going to make it to that trip to Nike, is he?
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm on the wrong date.
I'll treat it like I did that photo shoot. I'm just gonna be, hey, where are you guys at right now? What's going on? You said I should pull up.
Yeah, we still in Detroit. It's crazy. Yeah, meet us on Mac and Bewick.
No, literally, I had to ask like 4 times for the address, and I pulled up. You're like, oh, we just left. I was like, oh, where are you now? Like, I'll show
Is that
up.
what happened?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay.
That's what's the plane gonna be and took off. Yeah, man, we still here.
Mm-hmm. I gotta put my phone on airplane mode. Why you gotta put it on airplane mode? No reason.
But hey, it all worked out. I showed up and got on the app.
You did.
Bullshit.
I know. Look,
I'll never
to this-
forget you were wearing the Dinosaur Juniors.
Yeah.
You were a close 4th or 5th place.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
If we had to rank. Go ahead.
All right, honestly, I think Jumpman should have been 1 with the trophy rooms.
Okay, I agree.
I was shocked that he wasn't.
Honestly, I am too.
I feel like they're just sitting on it, waiting for like a bigger, better display or something.
Yeah, like how they
Because
said-
you don't see people walking around in those.
Not at all.
And like the people who do have them, as much as you guys hate it, I guarantee you, majority of them sold for like $20,000.
Or they're keeping them on ice so they can sell it later.
Yeah,
Who's number 2?
I did look pretty good.
Okay, that's bullshit.
I don't know. I really like the group photo the most. That didn't make it.
You trying so hard to be my dude. Trying so hard. Which lets me know. Let you know. That was number 2.
I think you were the cover.
I was.
Yeah, so
That tells you everything you need to
props to you. Yeah.
And, we know why, because I know what you do with them in
Hey.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back
Snap,
to Nike or see
snap.
Nike.
What'd you say?
I say I can't wait to go to Nike with you guys.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, y'all haven't been on a road trip with us at all.
Well, fuck,
That
we were
always is.
supposed to go this year, but
I know.
Corona happened.
I know.
Shit, C's. It's not our fault.
What you blaming me for?
Fuck, I feel like the show's been downhill ever since I got here. I'm leaving.
I know. Ever since you came, we started doing trips. We lost all our sponsors.
I knew you guys were in trouble when I was brought on board.
Yeah, whenever you bring the Jewish guy along, it's like, look, man.
You know, like when a
we're trying to
TV
get
show
right.
has been on for a while and they introduce like a new child,
Yeah, Malcolm in
Yeah.
the Middle did that. It went
Yeah.
pretty bad.
like when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air introduced Nikki, you knew this has
I mean,
this has 1 or 2 seasons left.
First and foremost, Uncle Phil was like 50 years old. Aunt Viv was like 60. It's like, how y'all gonna
Which
have a
one?
kid?
First or second?
Hey, the reunion.
Shut up! Oh, real quick, man.
First.
Dog, I'm so happy to see him and her, the original Aunt Viv and
Oh
Will
yeah,
Smith.
oh yeah, that was good.
Janet,
Yeah.
what's her name? Janet Hubert. I'm so glad to see them bury the hatchet. Dog, like if 2020 has been shitty for everybody, and this is the thing we all needed and deserve. That, along with the Patti LaBelle and the Gladys
Gladys
Knight
Knight.
verses, those 2 things right there.
But Dunks didn't watch that.
No, I know. He's waiting for the Janis Joplin,
I'm not
Forever
going
27.
the ghost of Janis Joplin versus
there. I just, you know what made 2020 for me?
The Ghost of
Michigan,
Elvis.
the Michigan Dunks.
Slam dunk.
Oh, shit.
We missed.
how you.
We couldn't even do it. Couldn't even connect.
Yeah, that's so corny. It's ridiculous.
No, that Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle versus though, I feel like would have been perfect for that. That should have been on Thanksgiving Day.
I agree.
Like-
Especially the whole family sitting.
And you got the perfect
yeah.
spread in front of you of food.
Speaking of
'Cause there was
Thanksgiving,
like 2 aunties.
do we know what the Black
Right.
Friday release is going to be?
It's the
For us.
Force. Fire Red Force.
Oh.
OG Fire Red Force.
Cool, but let down.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, oh, nice, but I feel like that's
Somewhere Jumpman just grew hair back on his head when he heard that come.
Pull up with braids like Kawhi Leonard.
It looked like Scottie Pippen.
Right. Oh man. Oh,
I don't know, they've let me down a few times.
Oh, come on,
the Black
Scotty.
Friday releases.
hopefully, Scotty, if you listening,
And man, people started talking bad about Scottie. Thought he was hot again, man.
Scotty,
When he got them extensions.
Scotty, if you listening, man, go back to the small little low cut fro that you had, man.
The OG Fire Red Force are a letdown.
No, I don't feel like,
What were you hoping for?
I don't know, a pair of 11s or something.
That's fucking
No,
December.
I was gonna say that'd be a letdown. It's like-
Right. That's
And
every
then the ones they
Christmas.
coming out with are kind of like
There's
yeah,
just-
No, those are definitely.
There's,
basic as hell too.
I guess on days like that, I want like a non-collab, but I can see why people like it. I'm just not like a.
I mean, think about what you've gotten Black Friday.
Like, I feel like a
release
shoe
every
like
year.
that you can drop anytime.
think about what you've gotten every Black Friday release.
What did we
though,
get
though.
last Black Friday?
I don't remember what it was last Black Friday. I feel like it was
At one point, wasn't it the like
like it was
Cyber
a
Jordan 3s or something?
no, that was Cyber Monday.
Yeah, that was something.
But that year,
And
I
that
think,
was the biggest letdown for me, I think, ever.
yeah, that was,
Oh yeah.
I remember I went to StockX Day and they customized. They're like, we have a custom Jordan 3. It was that shoe with the
With the
StockX
StockX
X
logo
on
yeah.
it. And I was like, this is the only thing worse than the original release.
Yeah, I was gonna say like both of y'all basic. Like this release is basic, and you
Yeah.
basic for customizing.
Hey,
it.
you know what I do remember though? They had StockX burgers.
Do you just want a burger?
You
Kinda,
hungry, don't
yeah.
you?
We were talking about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm
You've been
hungry.
working out. Your metabolism done went up. Yeah.
You want a burger.
Yeah. You want some
Okay.
meat in his mouth, huh?
Whoa, Bell.
No, I'm gonna,
I really need another Bell.
I'm gonna let that marinate. I'm gonna let our listeners just go ahead and just marinate on that one. But
Speaking of our listeners, I was hoping we could start not just like calling in, but like having random giveaways or promos or something where we just actually have people like join us for 20, 30 minutes.
I ain't trying to talk about for no 30 minutes.
There's an app you can get for your phone.
Oh, the Bell app. Yeah.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
not trying.
Dave just schooled you. He's really about to download
Like,
that app like right now.
5 minutes maybe.
All right.
Yeah, what is that app called?
Service phone.
The bell.
Yeah, it's like they got Coin Flip. It's called Coin Flip.
They literally got an app for everything.
Mhm.
That's crazy. But shout out to Under Armour. I guess they needed that positive news. I guess. Foot Locker donates $1.5 million in footwear to kids in need. I know Kids for Kids here in Detroit was doing some stuff with them, but I know they have the own national charity that they work with, which is cool. Shout out to them, most definitely. I mean, and it's funny though. Like I always, wow, because kids, aren't necessarily headed back to school because a lot of kids are doing the online schooling.
Oh God, that's what we got last Black Friday.
Well, and you've had 3 high schools that have now closed again in the past week.
Remember those?
Oh yeah,
because they tried
that
to
was when I
open
first
and-
joined the
Yep.
show.
And
got
what is
into
it?
an argument
My nephew
saying
is
they'd
at
be these-
GVSU, and they've had 600 cases since they opened, and students are now they're quarantining in place. They are not allowed to go home for at least 2 weeks.
That's just ridiculous, man. Shout out to their leadership, but anyway,
The fucked up thing is private schools are still charging obnoxious tuition for online schooling.
I'm
Yeah.
dog.
I know a few people in that situation. Like that's just not.
Yeah,
you
trust
know.
me, I ain't Roper. Anyway,
You upset about that, huh?
the whole yes, I am.
Class action lawsuits coming soon.
My point was going to be though
There already are
because
2.
usually around the beginning of school, it's the whole back to school craze. Everybody's trying to get new outfits, new shoes, new clothes, new supplies, and so because a lot of that didn't happen.
I thought he was about to say New Supreme.
No, you'll never hear me say that. But because that didn't happen, though, I'm trying to figure out what impact that had on retail. I mean, I would think you would know, right? Well,
Well, not that side of it, but I mean, it's definitely major. I mean, you think about anytime you go into a Meijer or a Walmart and you see all of the backpacks and all of the school supplies just sitting there, and they can't get rid of it now. What you think is gonna happen with all this Halloween candy?
Oh, man.
Like,
dog. 'Cause
that's about
that's-
to go on sale
Oh shit!
quick.
I got an
Yeah.
idea.
what?
We'll give away Halloween candy. Yeah.
Because
yeah,
my
there
whole
we
thing.
go. Listener can call in and we'll mail it to him in Abu Dhabi.
Wow. No, I'm speaking of
We gotta
Halloween.
wait for his bail.
Because
A little cute bail.
it's funny that you mentioned that because I was asking my daughter which one be for Halloween. She was like, "Are we still doing it?" It hadn't dawned on me.
You gotta let her be you for Halloween.
Yeah, that was great, dude.
What?
Like seriously.
Oh, oh.
Cause the facial
Dog.
hair, it was perfect.
I
When
know.
people ask, "What are you for Halloween?" She's gonna say an influencer.
Slam.
Dunk.
Oh god. Oh man, I'm doing drugs as soon as the show is over. No, but
You gotta talk.
She shot. I know,
Let's
right?
Hey, well, never mind. I'll save this for later.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
say I don't know if you want to say that over the air.
But yeah, my daughter is.
Shout out my
That
UPS
was cute though the way she did it. But I asked her, like, when are we going to do for Halloween? And she was just like, we still doing it. And it didn't dawn on me that the possibility of there not being a Halloween because
What do you
of
mean
COVID.
possibility?
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much just shut down, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, like, it just seems weird because I don't even know what that's going to look like because just, every year I've been alive, there's been a Halloween. So to not see trick-or-treaters.
That's right, you're that old, C's. You're that old.
I'm only 36.
I mean, you only got me about 4 years. So, I'm old
It's
too,
all right.
man.
So if I'm old, you old.
I mean, you just said like every year I've been alive, there's always been a Halloween.
No, because, for 36 years, it's been a Halloween up until this point. And so now all of a sudden there's no Halloween. And so it's just like, damn, what are we going to do now?
I mean, I think it'll just be one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, you could do the trick-or-treating part.
Can you?
But what's the point?
Because, like,
Yeah, who's
dude,
gonna
everybody's
see
going to
it?
have their
Yeah.
lights off.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be handing out stuff.
Right. So that's
It's
what
gonna
I'm
be-
saying is like, are people going to have like?
Yeah, well,
the-
you might have those
know-
anti-maskers. Like, we're going to.
Fine, send your kids out. Everybody else's house is going to have their lights off. Nobody handing out candy.
Right.
And you're going to piss off your kids. Like, you better, just start hiding candy around your house now.
Like Easter.
No, just
And-
buy,
yeah.
just buy it and just give it out in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So for your daughter, just buy the candy now. Actually, wait about 2 weeks because it's got to go on sale quick.
Back to sneakers. Do we have Halloween collab coming?
Yeah, I think didn't Nike?
I can't think of anything.
Only thing I keep, as soon as you said it,
They
the only
always
thing that
do it.
keeps popping in my mind is the Freddy Krueger joints.
Yeah,
We already
the
talked about.
95, yeah.
Typically, they always do a kid
I
size.
want those, though. Those are pretty dope.
The only shoe that's coming to my mind is really those Chucky vultures or whatever C is calling
Those
them.
two.
Yeah.
Typically, they always do a kid sizing in terms of like an Air Force One or something.
I remember they did those little posits a few years ago.
Yep,
Those are pretty dope.
Those, yep.
That's the worst when they make a dope design and it's kids only or
I
toddlers
know,
only.
I'm
like,
They
like,
did
I
like
want
the
those
scribble
too.
something one.
They did. I think it was one time they did like a they did
the
like
one-
a Frankenstein Air Force One, and it was like
Yeah.
that would've
just-
been
it was
cold
glossy
for-
finish.
I just found it
Yeah.
ironic that like the one foam posit that they did decent, they limited to a kid size.
in the last like
20 years.
yes, man.
So,
Make foams great again.
man, because that was that last pair that they came out with, the wave or whatever the shit was. It was black with that white and blue wave on it to kind of
Oh, that was
commemorate the
terrible.
All-Star
Trash.
96. Yeah, trust me. Once again, I don't understand the
The
Beyonce
cough drops
superstar.
would probably be my favorite foams.
Ever?
I think so.
Nah, man, you gotta
What?
just go with the regular.
I'm gonna go with the
blue.
Royals,
Yeah.
but this goes back to my whole thing about
Or
like
the pinks were actually dope as hell too.
the
I
what?
like the Dooms,
The
but they're
pink
too
ones.
simple.
When the first pink ones, not that when they did that rose pink
Nah,
one.
I'm gonna say, I mean, if I had the list, we doing top 3 or top 5?
What on foams?
Yeah,
I could do top 5 foams. I could
Okay.
do 5.
I'm gonna go with Royal.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Oregon.
Okay.
Shit. What else I'm gonna go
Go
with?
ahead and put them thermal maps up there.
You son of a bitch.
I own those.
Oh,
The
God.
what?
I own the
Why?
weather map one, not the
Yeah,
thermal.
okay,
I
yeah.
think it was like a pack or something.
Yeah,
No,
no,
bro.
there was the Weatherman, and then there was the not the Weatherman.
But I feel like they get hated on just as much. And then keep in
Safaris.
mind, Civilist just does that same
No, the-
thermal pattern on a
the-
dunk, and
the-
people go apeshit for
The
it.
thermal map looked like syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
Am I the
saying
only
they
one
just
that like
dropped
the
that.
Safaris?
Mm,
You remember those?
Yeah, look it up.
Fighter jets.
Ooh, fighter jets were good. Here, look. Here's a phone that I'm ashamed to admit that I like. The Supreme phone. There, I said it.
the black or the red.
Either one. It didn't matter, honestly.
I'm gonna actually go with the black ones.
Either or. It was those, the
I'll give you that. I'm not mad at those. And I will say this, and I know I'm gonna get. I already know. I'm
I
gonna
know
catch
what
some
your
heat.
favorite phone was.
What?
Not the the one what's that? The mirrors.
Only reason I'm hesitating to even say it because concept wise, gorgeous shoe. Material and quality wise, one of the worst shoes Nike has ever put out there. Them bitches flaked like after the third wear. And I was like, y'all couldn't come up with a material.
What shoe?
The mirrors. They came out with the
Mirror
mirrors and the
phones.
blue mirrors, which I thought were both equally dope. But the finish would just flake off. And it was just like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, why would you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all product test, right? Like, and even when people complain, usually, you can reach back out to them and, send your shoes back and shit. They were like stonewalling people. Like, nope, you bought them. Crazy. Too late. It's
Well,
like,
I mean, we only have one Nike outlet around here. I think Tanger Outlets over like.
That's an actual outlet.
Yeah.
I
but-
feel like we got multiple outlets, but
What do they consider to be the outlet?
We've got the Detroit store,
we got the community store, which
But-
is an
I
outlet.
think
It's an
technically they
outlet.
don't consider it an outlet.
but
though.
the
It's
one
an
in
outlet.
Tanger or whatever the hell it's
and
called.
how?
You could literally, they'll take anything. Like they won't tell you no. You could literally buy it from Foot Locker and
I
return
mean,
it to
now,
Tanger.
but I'm just saying
You
that
come
seems
by and see me if you want.
they'll do that with anything, but it
office
just
is
seems
open.
like,
Slam.
Dunk.
dear Lord, take me now. Look, like you can take the shoes to the community store and they'll take it back. It just seemed like with that particular shoe because there was so many people complaining about that shoe, and you got to think too. A lot of people who are able to get them pay resale. So imagine you pay $500 plus for that shoe, and then they start flaking on you. Ugh. Now I have a pair, but that's only because I did that stupid video of StockX.
It wasn't a stupid video. You got
I need
gifted
to see
shoes from a
this.
drone.
Did I?
Yeah. Remember,
Did I?
you got gifted shoes from a drone about 6 times for them to get it right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that had to be
All right,
the funniest.
If I had to do top 5 phones,
Like, I want people to know this too. If
Mirrors
I really
wouldn't be
wanted
on
to
there.
make fun of StockX, I could. But I purposely withhold that video. That video is too funny to watch. Speaking of StockX, they're getting sued for that hack.
about time.
I got 2 accounts
2 accounts for
that were hacked.
Wow. Are you suing them?
Whether or not I'll join in on the class action.
Oh, it's a class action lawsuit.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Ooh.
And the thing is, though, it's shady because
Hey, you,
in their last update, you don't have a choice. If you want to use the app, you have to update the app, right?
Right.
And their terms of services, it says you won't sue them.
Does it?
And the last update, so everyone updated, but supposedly it's null and void, or like you can't do that.
Well, you can't tell nobody. You can't sue me. What bullshit is that?
You'll end up with about 14.
Like,
bucks
who is
once the
StockX
class action
lawyers?
lawsuit is-
Hey,
Saul
just
Goodman?
want,
Like, nah, what type of
a
shit?
discount card? I'll still fuck with them. I don't care.
What
Shit
lawyer
happens.
was like, you can put it in there?
We've had soldiers fumble the bag. It's
That is
StockX
the
skin.
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It is, but it isn't. And I'm gonna tell you
That's
why.
such a StockX thing to do.
And you know that
but
news
that's what I
broke.
was gonna say. It's actually smart because how many people are actually gonna read
Hey,
doing
and that
the T's and
news,
C's?
that news,
nobody
and Luber
reads the
leaving was 24
exactly,
hours
which is
apart.
why they did it.
But it's such a. But you can't
it's
uphold
a,
that.
It's a dick move.
Dave, can you actually uphold that bullshit?
For right now, yes. There are several challenges making their way through the courts about like TNC and the EULAs and all that crap that they've deliberately become impossible to really pay attention to, and nobody reads them, and so that's a thing. But as of right now, yeah. But that's still
Really? So they can actually put in there, you can't sue us, and people are
A
like,
while ago,
So
it's
where,
SOL.
so typically it's you can't sue us, but you have to
Mediate.
arbitration or mediation.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
originally when the first hack originally happened, they put out they sent out a mass email to like supposedly 6 million users offering them free credit monitoring, but I purposely
I don't
turned,
want free credit monitoring
well,
from them.
I agree. I mean, your credit card probably does it for free anyways. But B,
What type of shit?
for people who accepted then, for people who accepted it then, there's also a clause in there that you wouldn't sue.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I install a security system? Hold on. If I install a security system, somebody breaks into my house, the system doesn't work, they steal all my shit, and then that same company comes back. All right, for extra $10, we'll hire security for you. Like,
We'll get you a guard
we get
dog.
security
When,
guard.
when Experian, one of the credit bureaus,
Yeah.
got hacked,
yeah.
their proposed settlement was
It was free
credited
credit
monitoring.
Yeah.
from them.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, I'm not asking the guy who broke into my house to watch my house the next
Yeah,
time I
what
go
the
on
fuck?
vacation.
Did you monitor
Like-
my account when I got hacked, motherfucker? Like,
I have free credit monitoring, and it's alerted me
Who?
it's alerted me 4 times my information's been breached, tracked down to StockX. My PayPal's been hacked. My Ticketmaster was hacked.
Jesus.
At this point, I have a password manager, and I have to change it
I
constantly.
was like, yeah, you need to stop using the same password everywhere. That's what
Yeah.
that is.
yeah,
Or that's like
It's
going
like
to-
using the same condom everywhere. Stop doing that.
I don't work.
Or that's like going to McDonald's and you get sick from eating a meal and they be like, all right, well, we're going to give you free meals. No, I'm good.
That's not gonna stop him.
Oh, no, it's not going to stop that.
It was one of the best days ever. Bob had a horrible reaction to those Olestra Pringles, and wrote hands down one of the funniest letters that has ever been my pleasure to help edit and punch up and rewrite a bit about the exact effects that the illustratips had on him. Their response was they sent him 6 coupons for more illustratips.
I'll take it.
That's such bullshit. But no, I mean, I honestly, StockX, they got an uphill battle on that one because just the whole way they handled that whole thing.
But what they did with making you put it in terms and conditions, it's just like that episode of South Park with Apple.
Oh yeah, the
human centipede. Yeah.
They added the 2-factor.
Remember they gave the guy the
authorization, though.
choices to eat. It was like the
You
fish.
want vanilla pudding or cuttlefish and asparagus?
It's like, all right, cut the fish it is. Oh man,
I might go home and watch that now.
the South Park is awesome. I love that show. I really do.
Dude, there was an entire season where I swore they were here. That whole season, it starts with them trying to get like the Whole Foods here, and then the whole gentrification and the Yelp reviewers. I'm like, dude, I swear to God, they're in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no like it was because like every story was like right into like it would come out like a week after something got announced.
One thing
here.
I will say that they've gotten better at, because like every episode had a theme, but now they've stretched that theme across the entire season.
Yes.
And like the PC principle and like the whole PC culture, like it's
We need to be more
hilarious.
PC.
No,
Slightly.
no, I refuse to.
Takes me too long to.
That's why I
remember.
love South Park. Like,
My
dude, they
bell
do
is
such
bigger.
a good job, and like people get so caught up in the offensiveness of it that they miss the entire point.
Dude, I'm convinced that they don't even want to do the show anymore. Because here's my thing. So
I know what you're about to say.
So they're signed, like they're under contract for like 3 more years.
right.
And so like last year they went all out and tried to piss off everyone, and every episode closed with the cancel South Park hashtag.
Yeah, dude.
On a black screen. Like
They
that,
tried though a couple of times. Because people were like, I guess they just became aware of Cartman. They were like trying to cancel South Park over something Cartman did.
in season 1, 20 years ago,
Yeah, it was like, dude, have you watched South Park?
Yeah.
Like, that's like trying to cancel Eminem. Like, dog, they're based on offensiveness. All you're doing is you're setting yourself up for failure.
I'm glad you brought that up.
What?
Eminem.
What about him?
So
His shoes.
I was showing you the guy on Twitter recently. He purchased 2 of the Encore 4s, the blue pair, and both of them failed the authentication. So like, cool, you get your money back, right?
Uh-huh.
But because all the delays with COVID, the dude had over $10,000 tied up for like 2 months, and then
Jeez.
it happened to him 2 more times with different sneakers.
Hmm.
So it's like, yeah, it's cool that they caught it, but a lot of people's money are being tied up.
They got to pay for them lawyers somehow. Them hack lawyers. It'd be interesting to see how this lawsuit plays out. I think the people have a case. And like I said, just the way that StockX handled it, like the fact that they tried to...
Lying by omission is one thing, and then just telling you, like, blatantly incorrect reasoning is
Yeah,
a
like,
whole
we're
nother.
just updating the app. Nothing happened, nothing to see here.
Welcome to your president.
You know.
Yeah, we live in a
Well,
Please
but
don't.
the sad
God.
reality is, though, is there are laws around that, though. Like, and that's what's going to get them hurt. Disclosure and all that kind of stuff when it comes to a security breach.
Yeah.
They have gotten real tight about that shit over the last 2 years in particular. I think it was the second Target breach that happened.
Verizon had a big one that. might have
Well,
been-
but like I said, it was like the second Target one was like they came down on them hard. Like, I mean, like that was like hundreds of millions of dollars they got nailed with the second. Like they almost like they used to let you skate once, but like they even clamp down on that now. Like they're.
I was going to say, didn't they come at who was that? Didn't Capital One have one? And they came at them.
And that's the thing. They obfuscated for about 45 days. Like you have a 30-day window to do a full disclosure. They went 45 and just got hammered with penalties.
Yeah, I mean, not only did they just not tell you, but then they came with some bullshit-ass rationale about, or not even rationale, because the rationale implies that they tried to justify it. They came with some other bullshit, like, oh, we're just upgrading it just because. And
It's
it was
time for an upgrade. Yep.
because I remember when, I think it was TechCrunch that dropped the story, and I remember reaching out to some people, and they got so mad at me as if, one, I was the one who brought the story, two, as if I was saying anything that wasn't true.
Oh,
It's like, because I remember the exact response was, "Hey, you guys just did the interview with Josh," as if we were somehow beholden to, fealty or loyalty to StockX for life. First of all, that's like my millionth time talking to Josh, so it wasn't even that impressive.
Right.
Flex.
Secondly, going back to the point of, so because we came to StockX headquarters and we talked to y'all, that means we're not able to be objective when we talk about news stories.
Yep.
Like what type of shit is that?
It's that investigative journalism.
I'm on the show and I get treated poorly, so it's like, of course they're gonna get it.
Well, you're gonna get treated poorly.
I mean, not until he gets those shoes.
Callous
but
the mind.
Yes. Yeah,
No, I wasn't talking about for me. See, that's the difference. We got to slam dunk. We got to think. Like, I'm not
But
in
no,
that.
I remember how that whole thing went down.
Guru's not here today.
And then I think,
You would never be nice to me in front of Guru.
oh no,
It's like, because it's too easy to not be. Like, it's just.
you gotta know.
He sets it up like right there, and it's like, I can't help it.
What you gotta understand too is him and Guru fight so like often, so that when they're able to join forces on a common thread or a common theme.
Me and Guru will get into it behind the scenes.
I know y'all, man. I thought you was gonna quit the show a couple times because of that shit. Okay, yeah, I got what he just. Okay, that actually went over my head too. That almost escaped me. Had you not said anything, I probably would have noticed. But then our listeners probably would have noticed. So
Yeah.
yes.
No, that was their cat fight was funny though.
Man, I was like, yo, he about to leave. That's the because I had to call. I was like, I had to soothe that situation over. Like, yo, I had to call Guru. Like, no, you tripping? What you talking about?
And of course, Guru called me after you called him.
Oh, did
He was like, man, see, he told me I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
Well, at one point I had apologized thinking I'd get one back, and he's just like, no, it's cool.
Of course.
Well, all right. That's the relationship we have.
Because Guru, more than me, I'm telling you, like, I've never seen somebody so convinced they're right.
Facts.
Like, no, like, you would not get him to admit he's drunk about something. Because even when you know he knows he's wrong, he will find some other way to justify.
He's StockX.
Yes.
On my website, for the little bio about this episode, I'm going to quote that sentence.
What's that?
Pretty much whatever you
Dude,
said about
I've
Guru.
been told that people don't like playing trivia games with me anymore because even when I'm wrong, I sound right.
See, that's not even Guru because he sounds wrong. You like, you know he's wrong. And I think he knows he's wrong. It's just that he'll try to circle back. He tries to turn circles around you, and that's what Guru. That's how he gets you.
That's why he's a lawyer.
It's like a bunch of word salad that he throws at you, and it's like you're so busy trying to decipher the bullshit that he's. And like I don't fall for it no more. I'm like, okay, Guru. Like I'm gonna let you finish, but we all know you're bullshitting. And if you let him talk long enough, he'll even forget the point he's trying to make. And it's hilarious watching him trying to like conclude it, like try to stick that landing because it's like you know you didn't have a point to make.
So in conclusion, shit.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful to watch. Gino's the only person now like will argue with him.
It's because it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun watching y'all. Like honestly, that's why I'm like, yo, if we do a road trip, I want y'all in the same car as me because, like,
I don't want
it could be a 7-hour drive.
Three
and
black guys in the same car. I don't want to be in that. Is Dunks gonna be in the
Yeah,
car?
hold on. I'm not even invited in this car.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might need him.
No, I'm just saying, like, if we have multiple vehicles, I want to be in the car y'all in because I already know y'all gonna debate for like 7 hours.
Oh, that's gonna be the whole ride.
I know. And it's gonna be like a one.
You know
it's gonna be on like one subject too. It's not like it's gonna transfer.
You know what the subject is gonna
Yeah,
be.
We're doing
LeBron. 'Cause
karaoke.
He gonna out of nowhere say some slick shit that he knows is untrue.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna.
If you talk ill of LeBron or Jay-Z, man, that you're going to get everything Guru has. Like he's fighting for them. Yep. I'm telling you, he's fighting like he's getting paid to.
That's why I tell him, like, man, I know you on math payroll.
Oh man, yeah, he getting no clutch sports checks. He fooling nobody. He ain't got no job. Like, we know who paying you, who pays the bills. We know who keeps the lights on. That dude argues as if, he argued like they family. I've never seen nobody like. I'll argue. He confuses me like picking with him as me being that invested in an argument. I am invested in making you argue because it's entertaining to me.
But that's why I argue back and forth with him.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, I just say shit that I know is going to keep him going. And, you know, he's talking. Now, there are moments where it's just like, Guru, that's bullshit. And, like, that's when I get invested because it's like, no. You're going to admit that this is bullshit. You're not going to, that's not going to fly with me. Because I think he said something to me the other day, like, I ain't never, because he's talking about Kawhi Leonard, I never seen nobody who had to have the stack deck in their favor for them to succeed. I'm like, really? Like, nah, the lack of self-awareness in that statement, it's ridiculous. It would be like Trump complaining about Joe Biden's tax returns. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, do you know what you just said and how hypocritical you sound?
No one is safe.
No one is.
No, they never were.
Real
Actually, for y'all argument, I was thinking about adding fuel to the fire, but I was like, nah,
I'll
I
stay
need
away
to.
from that because that was getting deep.
Exactly.
I think it was over, like, have you downloaded Discord yet or something?
Was it?
Probably.
Because it started off
No,
like that, but it went somewhere south real quick.
It was something else. I don't remember. I don't feel like looking for it either. But
Yeah, like that. Man.
it was like I literally walked away from my phone for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden, hey, we got people taking pictures of us.
I know, right?
But
Like
really,
zoo
they're taking
animals.
pictures of me. Like, yeah.
No, I had to call Guru like, yo, you tripping, bro? Like you went a little too far, homie. What you mean I went too far? It was like, nah, like, all right, Guru, like you don't know,
Like my phone just kept buzzing,
bro.
and it got a Francis reaction. That was the best.
Oh, yeah, I know.
part.
When Francis pokes his head out, it's like, yo, what? Francis doesn't say shit.
Oh shit!
Usually, like, I know, because, like, I'll hear from Francis later. He's like, oh, I've been reading the text messages. And, like, he'll reference something from the thread earlier, like, in a later conversation. Yeah, but when he in real time, you know what I'm saying, pops out.
Dude, that was great.
Duh, yeah, y'all.
That's Can y'all do that again? Hey,
I wish we could capture moments like that on the
I
show.
was uncomfortable.
That's my 2020 right there.
I was very uncomfortable.
That was great. That's great. Slam.
Dunk.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We should do a high five.
I was going to say, I'm kind of struggling here with these chords and stuff.
That's crazy.
Let's practice. Slam.
Dunk. Look at the elbows, you'll never miss.
There we go.
What? I wonder how it's gonna translate when I hear it. Like when I listen to the show back, how that's going to sound. You know, sometimes when you're in the studio, you have the reference of being here, but then when you're like listening to it and you don't have that same reference,
Right.
like it has a whole different context.
It's the inside baseball stuff. Yeah,
You're gonna enjoy it when you hear it back.
You guys actually listen to this?
You son of a bitch. I want to call some stores in LA. I want to ask for the Kawhi Leonard. What's the name of his shoe?
Does it have a name?
Not anymore.
Ask for a Paul George.
Gatorade.
No, I feel like that's too easy.
Which version?
I don't keep up with those cool shoes.
I just hold on, let me see. What's the name of his shoe?
You don't even have your chord. How we gonna hear it?
Huh? I'm gonna have it on speaker.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Phone that loud?
Well, it's gonna have to be. Damn it. Okay. Probably should have had this playing out better. But let's see. Let's go for some Foot Lockers. I would call like Jimmy Jazz, but the employees don't give a shit there. As reference to our trip to Atlanta.
You were the only one in this room that went.
I know that's why I had to point out the reference. That which was bullshit because we walked in there, she didn't even look up. I'm like, yo, I'm looking for talk to him, and like she's on her phone, leaned over the. As soon as you walk in, there's like a table with like shirts and shit.
Yeah.
She's leaning. I think I even posted a picture. And she's
Oh,
leaned
you
over,
did post
yeah.
the picture. I
She's
remember
leaned over the
seeing
table,
that.
like almost laying on it, like on her phone, and like the first thing you see when you walk in the store. And before I give the word out, she didn't even look up from her phone. She was just like, talk to them. And just pointed to whoever she thought was, standing behind her.
It would have been great if it was a mannequin.
So then I go talk to somebody else. Of course, they don't have my size. It's
Shout out to Jimmy Jazz. That's excellent customer service.
Man. I thought
They just switched to Shopify.
good for them. All right.
Oh shit, that is loud.
I know, right? I wonder if they're gonna answer. Did they just pick up and hang up?
That's what I would do to you.
What the hell? They just picked up and hung up. Let's call another one. This is the one on Hollywood Boulevard. Let's see what they're
How
talking
many
about.
times have you called these stores? They probably know the number by now.
Oh, this one is busy. Oh, just so people know, too, looking for the New Balance Kawhi Heimlich maneuver. The shoe is supposed to commemorate their choking. I think it comes with the a pamphlet on how to do the Heimlich maneuver in case you see somebody choke in front of you. It's called
Slam.
Dunk.
what? That was just
I gotta see the video footage.
you guys
of
are
that.
bizarre. Bizarre. All right, this is I don't know where this was.
I'm gonna call this episode "Fake Friends."
In reference to
I'm
y'all
fine.
fake friendship that y'all established.
I'm all for the love of the dunks.
Does anybody answer the phone at any Foot Locker anywhere? Because I always feel like Foot Locker always gives us the most trouble.
I'll call them during releases sometimes and be like, "My computer's froze. Can you push the order?" And the third, fourth time it'll work.
The same Jimmy Jazz employee is there.
I know.
The phone is ringing. She like, go talk to them.
I think Dill's working at Foot Locker again in New York.
How?
I know. Right?
Different location.
How did they fire him back after the shit he said?
Doesn't matter the location. It's in the system.
Dill's making huge moves in sneaker world.
Is he?
Deals making deals.
Yes.
He
King-
almost
King
he
Dill-
almost choked on that laugh. Like
King
he
Dill.
was like,
King Dill will
he
be
had
on
to
top
swallow
soon.
it first. Like I've never seen somebody swallow a laugh before.
Where's my bell?
Yeah, little
You had to pull out that.
it
No,
was
what is going on with the Foot Lockers here?
little punk bell. Ding.
All right, it's called the one on Pico Boulevard. Like, what is, like, because it's not like it's too late. Because what is it, 8:53 here? So that means
The best part is I'm literally in the middle of a conversation with another show that wants to start like doing calls to people, and I'm like, yeah, but here's the problem: if nobody answers, then you have a boring show.
No, exactly. But at least I'm having fun with it.
I mean, you're the only one.
I literally just sent them a message that said, tune into Facebook Live right now and see how this plays out.
Oh, did you?
As we wait.
I think there's a way to have fun with it though. Like,
I mean, this could be a segment right here, seeing Caesar fail.
because usually you get at least one or two people to answer. I don't know if they see the 313 number and just like,
you
no,
been-
we're not answering that.
You've been blackballed.
Supreme dropped a wrench today.
I remember they've called on to us. We've done so many of these. What's
That's
another story?
This thing about getting the fake Supreme mask.
Is there
at
a
the
detail?
gas station today?
I suppose it serves a purpose.
It's called Undefeated.
It does. Nobody else has to know that it's fake.
I think it'll be pretty obvious.
No, it's straight box logo.
Well, no, I'm saying, but they don't make the mask. It's not an authorized product.
Does anybody else care?
I don't care. I just think they'll know.
It's called
Like people that's
Undefeated
walking
store.
around with these Gucci masks.
I saw a girl at the gym today wearing a Supreme box logo. The box logo was like 400% too big.
It's probably like a little off center too.
What was it, 554 in LA? Right
Yeah.
now? So it should still be open.
Told you, man. Blackball.
This is ridiculous.
Maybe.
Oh, you know they do have the wildfires out there in California too, right?
Right. So maybe all the stores are closed for a reason.
Oh man, that sucks.
They got wildfires and a pandemic. They
It's not a
shouldn't
good
be
time
open.
to be in California.
Maybe,
Aw.
or maybe you just not as much of an influencer as we thought.
Maybe I keep telling y'all I'm not. Like nobody
Can't even
care.
get a Foot Locker employee.
Right, exactly.
Can't get
Shit.
one Foot Locker. I
You-
know.
You basic as hell.
Oh, it's called Champs. Let's see. I'm getting somebody on the phone. God damn it.
Well, he does have his own burger.
What?
I feel like a cheeseburger will have like onion rings on it.
What are you talking about?
Probably some mozzarella sticks in there.
What?
And a chicken nugget.
So why are these phones busy right now? What came out today?
Some special sauce.
These motherfuckers. I'm not. You also like I'm not paying attention right now. I'm focused on getting somebody to answer the phone.
It's more of a Subway sandwich.
What did he say? No, I don't know what he said. What type of jokes is he trying to crack over there?
Size 15.
What is he saying?
Oh,
Your burger's gonna be a size 15 Subway sandwich.
Wow.
Oh man, that was actually a good one. That was a real good one. As you continue to struggle.
No.
Oh, you're
got
talking
a
about. You're
fax
talking about.
machine?
I know.
You said what dropped today?
Fuck
The
it.
fragments,
I don't even care anymore.
which Foot Locker would be the only foot site that had them, and it was in store only.
You didn't go to East Point to go get them?
They didn't have them.
You just said Foot Locker.
Foot Locker is the only foot site that got them, but only in select states.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't
honestly,
do an online
I
drop.
don't think the fragment. Well, like I said, if people want to,
How about that other one? We talked about the threes,
Well,
but there's the
okay,
air cadence.
hold up, time out. So then this is my question with that then. So then when they did the Royals, the Royal One.
The Royal Toes?
Yeah, remember when they did
The
like,
recent one?
No, the one from like what was that?
2015.
Yeah, like 5-6 years ago. That was basic, technically, right? Because all they did was throw their logo on the back heel.
There was a blue one and the color blocking.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's only so much color blocking you can do with the
I
Jordan.
mean, I'm almost just trying to play like devil's advocate. That's it. Like I don't like the 3 at all. I think the 3
So
was
they had
trash.
the benefit. Okay, so they had the benefit of that being somewhat. Because I think it had the blue toe. No, did it? Yeah.
You're talking about the fragment Jordan 1s? It was a black toe.
Yeah, but was the toe box blue or was it white?
White.
Okay.
But there was the royal blue on the heel
Yeah.
with the fragment design.
But that was before like collabs got done to death. And
I
so
think
it
that- was that around
it was
just
more
Don time?
forgivable. Huh?
That
It was
was
like
at-
Christmas.
But I'm saying Just Don was before that, right? The Just Don Blue 2s, I feel like, kind of made collabs big again or blew out of
I thought those were
proportion.
basic as fuck too. Honestly, I don't.
I remember
I like the
I remember
sale
sitting on
ones more than I
Nike
like the
Talk.
blue ones.
I was sitting on Nike Talk just watching every site go sold out, sold out, sold out.
Mhm.
And that was around the time I started looking into bots. I was like, fuck this.
And that's when you converted to the dark side.
It was probably another like 2 years after that, but when I started like looking into it.
I wasn't that impressed by them. Like people were just like, oh, a blue. Like first of all, like people love twos all of a sudden now. Like when that happened. Oh, and since we're talking about twos, Jordan Brand, if you're listening, can we please get an OG2? And can we get an OG2 that's a general release and one that happens in America? Like, don't fucking band airship the shit out of this. Like, please give us an Air Jordan 2.
Did you ever get your tools?
No, I'm still waiting.
Dude. It's
What
been
twos?
3 years.
Oh! I'm thinking. Okay, when you said the twos, I'm thinking about the airships.
Oh yeah, no.
No, I'm still waiting for them.
I just say
They
you
on
just-
their way.
Yeah, you just ordered them.
No, so the twos, I gotta find the bottom for them.
I thought you had found the bottom.
No, I thought I did too until I didn't. So
You trying to find the one.
the OG.
Yeah, okay.
But the only ones that have the OG bottoms are the two lows
Right.
that came out some years ago.
Isn't there like a Jordan 1.5 that has a similar sole?
Yeah, it's not the same.
No,
Sounded like a cheap donor shoe.
but man, them twos, man, I love the Jordan 2.
It probably wouldn't be a bad Frankenstein shoe.
Yeah, but no, I'm trying to get that OG look. So
Yeah, watch
so the uppers are done. They clean.
As soon as you get it,
What you mean?
as soon as you get it, they're gonna drop it.
I know, right? I just
It just won't come in the size 15.
But no, I'm getting my Toro 21s done. Sal the sneakerhead, he's working on them now. Shout out to him. He worked on my one of the other ones I had, the Olympic 7s. He's the one that brought those back to life.
Man, I'm mad I got rid of my pair some years ago.
Them boys are nice.
I know. I had to for the love of the game.
Those are 2004 pairs, which I thought were the best version of them. Yeah, I know, right?
Man, that's a pair I'm pretty upset it's gone.
They probably gonna retro it sometime soon.
But like I said, it was for the love of the game one, so it had to go hard on the back. So not gonna get that again.
I said I didn't like that.
It was different. That's the only reason I really
No,
really
it's
liked
different, but it's just like if you're gonna give me the Olympic sevens, give me the Olympic sevens. Don't give me don't fuck around and give me that heart shit on there.
Shit was sweet. You don't have a heart?
Nah. Give me the Olympic sevens. Like, no, don't give me.
No, I mean, actually, what they need to drop are Cardinal.
Don't give me these Care Bear
They
Olympic
need
sevens.
to drop Cardinal sevens. That's really what they need to drop.
They need to drop those. I mean, there's a lot of retro Jordans they could easily tap into, like the 2s, Cardinal 7s. I'm trying to think what else.
All that matters is we got that Supreme pack coming.
Man, nobody gives a shit about those.
Actually, it'd be funny. I wouldn't be surprised if
Infrared
a lot of
6s.
people are going to care about those.
Well, within 2 years, you already know Aqua 8's probably about to come back out.
Infrared 6s.
Oh, the white infrared.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the Nike Air in the back.
Yeah, the actual infrared, not that
Yes.
hot pink.
Not high pink. I still got that pair.
Man, I got rid of that pair. I didn't like it. It was that pink was too bright.
You say you got rid of it, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get rid of it?
At this point in time, I guess I probably could have been considered a reseller at that point.
Say that again.
Is this gonna give me them dunks?
Good.
Oh, Cherry 12s.
This is my favorite episode, I think.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start
Is it?
bringing a notary to these shows to get I need you to sign this.
I think we need a notary and a stenographer. We can just-
Could you read that back, please?
Yes. Cherry 12s. And can we get the higher cut, man, dog? Like, 'cause I'm looking at my OG 12s versus the 12s that coming out now, and there's a definite change in that mud guard, how it sits up higher and it kind of slopes towards the toe.
I'm
It
not
had
a
like this
12
fatter
fan.
look.
Isn't it more narrow now?
Yeah, it's way more narrow.
When's the last time they did the playoff 12s?
Oh, they need to drop those again. 'Cause my shit's starting to turn yellow a little bit. Yeah, the playoff 12s are hard.
That's another one.
I
had.
remember, and it's
Sold
see,
it.
and now here's
Had it, sold it.
here's the thing. Once again, it was kind of basic, right?
Slam.
Like
Dunk.
we gotta wait for these clowns to do this shit. So like the playoff 12s, dope ass shoe because but it was basic, right? Because it was black and white, but that little gray part,
Oh, it just throws it off.
not throws it off. I thought it made it dope.
No,
No, what you mean no?
I don't like. I liked everything that was black and white on there.
You talking about the playoff 12s?
Yeah,
That gray part was hard.
I don't think it was hard.
I don't know why, but it added for whatever reason for me that stood out because all the other colorways it was like the mug guard was all red,
Right,
or
it was
all
all-
black,
yeah.
or whatever. So when they that little clip that says Jumpman on there, I thought that was nice.
I mean, it stood out. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can we get real obsidians?
I still got mine. I'm gonna wear them next show.
Nah. I never forget how I stained mine up, and then I sold them.
I'm almost scared to ask. What do you mean real obsidians?
Not that shit that just came out.
the actual obsidian 12s.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you didn't know?
I did not.
Yeah, that's.
I was thinking the
originals.
ones at first, but then I realized that's probably not what you're talking
I
about.
don't like ones.
Mm-mm.
I did not know that.
I don't.
And can we get original colorways of the 16s too, by the way?
How can you like dunk highs, but not like Jordan 1
I have
highs?
no idea why.
Oh,
Honestly.
speaking of which, playoff 13s.
There we go. I'm waiting on those. Yeah, I like dunk. I don't like one highs. I don't. I like one lows.
I don't.
Playoff 13s would be hard.
Yeah.
They might as well. They might as well with 3M.
What?
Come on now. With the 3M, the reflective on there.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
Which pair?
Well, only because they just did it with the Flints. Oh, not bread. I'm thinking bread 13.
They did that already.
When? I didn't get them.
A couple years, like a couple years ago.
Shit, it's Jordan brand. They're gonna do them next year probably.
How did you miss that release though?
Probably didn't care. At the time, I probably didn't like 13s. Remember I told you I really don't like the 13s anyway.
That's like one of my favorite Jordan silhouettes.
It wasn't until I got the He Got Games I was like, damn, these are actually kind of nice.
Man, He Got Game is probably one of the cleanest sneakers of all time. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
No, cleanest sneaker, Jordan 3 Black Cement. Best one ever.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue against it. But them He Got Games though.
How do you feel about that 16 Converse pack coming?
I like that's dope.
I like
Dope.
it.
Dope.
I really I
Dope.
like that, especially with the what do they call that on the top of it?
The shroud.
Yeah, the shroud. I couldn't think of the name of it. Like the detail on the shroud.
Oh, what
Sweet
time
as
is
hell.
Okay, it's about time for us to go.
Are we just rambling?
Real quick too, shout out to Anderson Blue because he got
It's
a
McDonald's
Converse
time.
collab. It's like a lemonade themed sneaker. So shout out to Anderson.
That's what I need to talk to you about.
All right.
Oh, lemonade.
The limeade.
He wants to rent a bot.
Oh, I thought he wanted that Kanye service. Anyway, that wraps up 268. 268.
I don't know, but it ain't 269.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
There
this
you go.
digital bell's slow over here.
It will take you forever to get to it.
It'd be funny if you got to update it too. Like it's a fucking bell app. Like, what is it an update? Like,
He gets his choice of bell options now.
right. You can change the color of the bell.
You can
got a
change it to
gold
the
bell.
Liberty Bell.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
You got to get to it.
All right, episode 268. Caesar, Gino, Dunks, Dave. We out here. See y'all next week. Love y'all.
Peace.